Achievement Hunter is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy right now at expressvpn.com/achievement.
Hey there, RTTV is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your data is your business. Protect it at expressvpn.com/RTTV. Welcome to Off Topic. I'm your host, Michael Jones, they call me. Joining me this week, we've got Ryan, we've got Alfredo, and we had Lindsay. I don't know what happened to
That's
her.
why I was confused.
She must have
disappeared.
lost her 1 second ago. She's also on the show, just not on this call anymore.
Well, that's what we thought.
That's what we thought.
Nah, I'll get him last second.
We're live.
Last minute switch.
If you're watching us right now going, are they live? We are. Except if you're watching this in the future, then we're not.
Mhm.
But if it's July 2nd, around 2:30 Central, we weren't late this time. There's some tech issues. Then we are live and you're watching RTTV. You can join us in the chat, create a free Rooster Teeth account, and then you can just type away in the chat. And that's that.
Or is it
What?
pre-recorded?
I wonder what happened to Lindsay. I feel like I should go check.
Yeah, not talking anymore. Hello?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a mystery.
That's different.
That's something.
Yep.
All your base are.
How are you, gentlemen?
Dude,
Wow, they had that ready to go, huh?
This is a Lindsay thing.
All your base are belong to us.
Could you hear that, Ryan? Is your
I could. I
it's
actually
working
heard
now.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Because
Yeah,
you lose a lot of it if you couldn't hear it.
Ha ha ha.
Okay. There was something in my throat. It was a weird audio video issue. I was in the wrong input or something. What happened?
Orchestrate
What I
that?
missed?
I'm
What I missed?
confused.
What?
Because
Well,
at
she
first I
did.
thought it seemed too put together to be last second. Very weird.
It was clearly orchestrated and also very strange,
Very-
which is really just the
very weird.
hallmarks of a Lindsay
I
Jones
am-
moment.
This is just my way of
So
saying everyone should
confused.
check out This Just Internet because we just talked about all your base are belong to us, and now all your base are belong to me. Welcome to Off
weird.
Topic. I'm Lindsay Jones.
So weird.
Hello.
You had an
You-
intro.
go
You just weren't
go
here.
watch- Yeah, it's true. Go watch Technical Difficulties too, because that sort of came up in that as well.
Ryan, I
There you
watched
go.
you zoom in on yourself.
I did. I
I
zoomed in
love-
a little bit because I felt like everybody else had bigger heads and I wanted to fit in.
There you go. I coordinated with Michael Lindblad, who was wonderful. I called him at 11 this morning. I'm like, hey, I have a dumb idea. He was like, okay, I'm all ears. Let's do it. And then I laid this whole thing out for him. He'd never seen the meme before. Didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I showed it to
That
him.
doesn't
We did the
surprise
thing.
me.
He'd never seen the meme before?
No, that doesn't
No,
surprise
no.
me. Lindblad?
All your
Oh,
base.
young as
Yeah.
Lindblad.
It's not really an age thing. I think it's just a personal taste thing.
Lifestyle choice.
It's a lifestyle
Personal
choice.
taste thing.
Personal-
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
I don't-
anything.
Look,
That doesn't
everyone
shock
has
me.
equal opportunity towards meme.
Yeah, and basing. I had said that we would start it with the intro of the podcast, and then you would hear the explosion, and you go, "What was that?" And we would start. But the explosion was so quiet that you guys talked over it, and I was like, "Wait, we need to blow it again. Can you cue explosion again? Blow it up."
No, I
Here
just assumed your
at
internet
all.
dropped, and I'm glad I didn't care enough to come check because I almost,
That's usually how it works.
I almost
yeah.
got up and left, but I went, she'll figure it out. She'll come out here if it's not working.
Oh,
I had that
boy.
same thought, but then it was like, well, if her internet dropped, then how is Michael still here? None of it made sense.
I
You know
was
what makes
just
perfect sense? My
confused
first thought, she closed the surface by accident. That was my thought.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm glad there was zero faith in me
'Cause she's done it
for
before.
this.
Well,
It's
you've
not
done
like
it.
Lindsay set something
I-
up. Lindsay had a plan. It was
I
like clearly
watched
she's a fuck up.
you use the surface before and watched it close, like it fell forward.
I can't
and you
help if it has a
disappeared.
clamshell-like mechanism that is part of its design, Michael.
It's in a stand though.
Okay.
It's sitting in a stand that holds it up. It's because
retractable.
you fiddle, like Eric.
You know what?
You fiddle
I'm
and
done
you
here.
touch,
Yeah.
Alright.
and you do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They're
And
round
then-
there it goes.
things.
Yeah, there it goes. You've ruined this beginning now. Now we're
Yeah,
lost.
I don't really know how.
My
Like my
work here
pacing
is
is
done.
off. now.
There's nothing
Thank
to
you.
follow that.
How do we
yeah.
segue from that?
See you later.
Okay, bye. Well, that'll do it for this episode.
You kinda
That was
just
off
ended.
topic.
What is this?
Thanks for having me back. I'm glad I could be here for this.
The rhythm feels so weird now.
The rhythm's weird because of what Lindsay just did, and also because there's only four of us.
Because there was a second explosion. There you
Yep,
go.
it's back.
Yes.
It's back.
And one of
Can you
them
give
is
another
Ryan.
ha ha ha, please?
Also, that cat
All
is
your
evil.
base are belong to us.
Oh, there's no Jeremy here too, which is real weird.
He's usually the go-to. We do 4 to 5, but 4 with Orion is questionable. Ryan really kind of just forgot what the show was as we were loading it up.
Did I? What did I do? That was
You were
forgetting
like,
what the
"Do I
show
need to
was?"
record video?" We're like, "No, we've never done
Did
that."
say
It's been
that.
so long.
That's not true. We did record video originally.
Yes, 3 months ago. I'm just saying
Look,
it kind of says
things
how
change on
long
a
it's
week-to-week
been since you've
basis.
been on. That's why to
Things
me,
change every week on how we do things for every show. So there's no consistency. It's worth asking.
okay, fair enough.
You're not wrong, and I applaud you for asking questions with your curious mind. But there has
No
been many
buts.
times.
No buts. That's the end of the statement.
All right, okay,
No.
cool. To be
Yeah,
fair,
I
I
could tell
asked
it
if
was
there was
coming.
such a
She's
thing as a
throwing the butt in
gravity-less planet yesterday. So
Stop,
I guess
you're
any questions
shaking
okay
like
here.
crazy. You're shaking the whole table.
Because I gesture, Michael.
Yeah.
I know, but that's
Excited.
fine. Just don't touch the
Very
table.
passionate about it.
Yeah,
Where-
out of frame, I'm doing this, but it's all below the table.
Where did that come from, by the way? The gravity-less planet idea.
I was
We
thinking
were
about
playing
it. and, like,
Astroneer at the time.
mhm. Just different planets obviously have different like gravitational pulls. I don't know what the measurement for that is, like how
True.
much gravity they have. So I was like, okay, by definition, no object doesn't have a gravitational pull attached to it, and the planet it's on. Therefore, we gravitate in orbit around the sun because it's pulling us. Therefore, I was like, there can't be a gravitational less planet or planet without gravity. Like that's not possible. But how do like gravity fights between planets work? So then we just started talking about gravity fights and how Jupiter is ripping its moon apart, which is very rude.
Badass.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
Asserting dominance is what it's really
no, just
doing.
because you're the biggest planet. Bullshit.
Ass dominance.
It's got like several little cuck moons that just circle it. Simp moons.
Sipping for Jupiter. I mean, she is the best Senshi. Let's be real. Best Sailor Scout.
I don't
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
nothing
Anyhow,
about those.
I know there's
I'm
moons.
disgusted.
Too long.
I'm
There's moons.
disgusted
Tuxedo
with
Man,
Talking about
Sailor
moon?
all of you.
Mm-mm. I know I get it, but no, that's Sailor Moon was way after or not relevant to my life. I can't remember which.
See, when did Sailor Moon
You
first
gotta
come
get on
out?
that
It was
Glitter
early
Force.
90s, right? Glitter Force is good too. It's Magical
What
Girl
the
formula.
hell
It's
is
great.
Glitter Force?
It's like Sailor
Force?
Moon, but not as old.
Well,
When
there's Glitter Force, Doki Doki. There's
like
so
10.
many, Alfredo.
You don't
There's
know
a
them
lot.
all.
So
Don't
like
pretend
Power
like
they went on to
Rangers?
have a literature club.
It's kind of like
Did
Power
have
Rangers.
Literature
Yeah.
Club.
Oh, okay.
It's all kind of
It
the
is.
same shit. What is
They're
it
all
called?
themed
What's the
and stuff.
genre?
Magical Girl.
Anime?
No, Magical
Well, it's anime,
Girl.
but anime is an art form. I would argue, Ryan.
No, that's what it is. Magical Girl. That's like the Sailor Scout. You know, there's like a team of them, which is essentially Power Rangers. I would also classify Power Rangers as Magical Girl, if that's what we're calling it. This is like a team of generally
Well,
teenagers,
no.
and they get something that lets them transform, whether it be a suit or an outfit, and they got superpowers, and there's usually aliens and shit.
Power Rangers is Magical Girl elements mixed with 90s live action fight show / sitcom mecha show.
They never got
That's Power
awkwardly
Rangers.
naked when they became a Power Ranger, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a
we
big
don't
thing
know
with
that.
Sailor
We don't
Moon?
know
It's
that.
like,
Yeah.
what?
There's no way to prove
They
that.
did, but they were like all
It's
like,
like covered up.
well, they
it was
weren't
like-
even
that
covered
was
up.
like-
It
yeah,
was like silhouettes.
silhouette.
It was
Yeah.
silhouettes. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
And I was like, you know, and when you're a young little boy, I was like,
Young little boy.
Fredo
speak for
was
you-
yourself.
you
Fredo
trying to
was
peek?
Fredo was looking for the
Alfredo, you weren't
lumps.
I was like,
alone, my
nothing.
friend.
There was nothing.
Yeah,
Damn.
Did you ever watch Revolutionary Girl? I always say it wrong. Some people say Utena, some people say Utina. It just depends on who's
And I
right,
say,
and I don't
what?
know.
Yeah. I go, I'm lost.
I didn't.
But that was like, I don't know, the first time I'd ever seen a woman loving another woman in a relationship, whether it be platonic or romantic. And I don't want to spoil
Yeah.
the show, but yeah, I was like, oh, this is very interesting. I like this. And there's a lot of transformation and Magical Girl elements too. So I was like, oh, pretty women spinning and turning into superheroes. I like this. This is good.
Yeah, that's anime. There you go. Anime review. I've watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes of Parasites that you guys were talking about. It.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, yeah,
Is it worth
That's-
watching?
this is weird.
It's-
I liked it.
Boy, it's just weird.
It's weird. It's very weird. And
Yeah.
it starts to, every couple episodes, you think it's going down a path where you
Mhm.
think, oh, this is the show. And then it just keeps wrapping things up and starting them over again. It's very like, oh,
Mhm.
that's the bad guy. And then 3 episodes later, you're like, oh, I guess that's not the bad guy. I don't know. I don't know what's going
And then
on.
the bad
keep
guy
you
all
on
of a
your
sudden
toes.
is like, you know what? I don't feel like destroying the world anymore.
That's
Guess I won't.
weird. It's weird.
So an anime.
That's what happened with Ken and
I-
Digimon.
I will
Yeah,
say,
it's
They're
an
like, Ken,
anime.
why you gotta be like that? And
no,
he's
but
like,
that's the whole
"No, you're
plot
right."
of the entire second season,
It's
or at
true.
least the first half of the second season, because then he helps him in the second half.
Then they have kids.
this
It's
one,
weird, and I
dude, just
hated
wait
it.
till you get to the
Digimon has
part.
kids?
Well, no, it's like a
the
flash forward.
Kids in
It's-
Digimon have
yeah.
kids.
You know how, like in Harry
Oh.
Potter, they're like,
Ah.
and now Harry has children, and it's
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah,
and,
and they
and,
just look
and
like-
Ron is fat
Yeah.
and bald.
And they make a musical.
which isn't bad. You can be fat and bald, but no, I just
It was
don't
just
want
like
I just
out of
want it.
nowhere, just slam the guy with it.
Yeah,
Take that, Ron. That's what it was. You
Yeah,
could've
they
done
like
wanna
you
make
didn't
sure
have it
he
hard
aged.
enough.
It was just, come on. Everyone else looked fine. They just hit Ron with that.
I never
Although,
saw Future Ron.
He's at
Hang on,
the,
I gotta look this up.
it's at the end of the
It's
movie.
just
It's
this-
at the
the
end of
actors dressed
Deathly Hallows
I didn't
Part
watch the
2.
movies.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
well, that makes
I mean,
sense.
I guess
Yeah.
what I can give them though is he does kind of look like his father. I'll give him that. Like
He
Arthur
does.
Weasley's
And
kind of bald too, so
it's
it
not
makes
a
sense.
detriment to the makeup artist. Like they did a really good job trying to make them look that old. I just think that it's like impossible.
Well, yeah, they're
to
like-
make those actors look that old.
they were
so
like
it's weird.
20 and they're supposed to be 40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's
A lot
just like
older.
it looks
Uncanny
like them
Valley.
wearing their dad's clothes.
it really
They're
does.
like, I'm old
Oh.
Harry now.
I mean, he was he had some weight, but he wasn't like fat and bald. He was just like a little bit heavier dude.
Is he? I don't know. I thought he was balding.
Also,
I
then
thought
Albert
if I
Daniel was
recall,
short.
he looked like shit.
he is short.
He was short, so just like they look really short, like little.
I mean, they're
short
all
adults
short.
That doesn't.
They
That don't
are
look like
all
they're
short.
actually.
See, that's fine with me because I know short parents, and like growing up, I was always
Whoa.
the tall friend. Yeah, I know, crazy.
Well, yeah, but just like
I-
going from like we like here they are, we see them, and then there's like the next scene's like they're older now. I'm like, I don't know, it just seemed really weird and
That's fair.
jarring.
Yeah, it was also a chapter that just wasn't needed.
I agree.
The
yeah.
future? You think
Yeah,
it should just
just-
end
I mean-
right there?
I
at
mean,
the
it's like
defeat of Voldemort.
A couple of pages in the book, even it's just kind of like,
Mhm.
oh, anyway, it's just like to match the ships. That's all it really accomplishes. It's like they this
Yeah.
one married this one, and this kid's okay.
God,
it's
yeah,
not as
like,
bad as
see?
I remember, but he's still got a big.
And
gap
even
there.
worse,
It
look at the
looks
dude in the
better than
background on the right. Who's that?
Who
What is he doing?
Who is that?
Who's
guy?
he looking at? What is James Buckley doing
That's
there?
that's just that's Ed Sheeran's like
It's like-
occasional cameo. Whoa,
There you
that's a
go, there
chin.
you go.
There we go.
We
I
all
love this
saw-
man. Who is he? Someone find me this actor.
Who is he?
Who are you? Tell me your
Who
story.
is this man? And we'll never know.
That's another proud dad of a wizard child. You know,
There you go.
and all the other Muggles are sitting there going, "Why the hell are all those people just gathered around at the end of the train?
Why they
track?
keep
What are
running
they
into that
doing?
column?
Why are they staring at the wall?"
Yeah.
Although probably at that point they're past the wall because the kids are on the train already. So
That's
they've
true.
already run through
But-
that. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by HBO Max. Summertime is here. And this time of year always brings me back to a simpler time, a time where I could just watch TV all day. Don't have no school to go to. Don't got nothing to do. I'm just going to watch TV. You get up, you watch your Saturday morning cartoons, watch any day morning cartoons. It's the summer. It doesn't matter. In the evening, settle in with some anime. Watch Inuyasha. That was big back in the day. You know, like what's going on with Kagome? Ooh, are we going to get Naraku? I don't know. Sesshomaru's up to no good. And then late at night, watch some classic Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's classic now. It was new back then. But now that HBO Max is here, I have so many anime and animated titles instantly at my fingertips. I call them my fingies, and I can just do watch whatever I want. It's all there. Let me give you an example. You ever heard of Rick and Morty? It's on HBO Max. You got Rick, okay? This like precocious little scamp. You got his grandfather. Morty's the kid. I screwed it up. Rick's the grandfather. Morty is his grandson. I swear I've seen the show before. Every season. They get into it. You know, you got Jerry, you got Summer, you got Mr. Meeseeks, all kinds of crazy characters. The cast goes on and on. The adventures never stop. The sci-fi is overwhelming. And then you also have the entire Studio Ghibli catalog, which is a ton of films, mostly Miyazaki films, legendary. You got like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, Porco Rosso, my personal favorite, Howl's Moving Castle. I've watched all of these films like in the last year. Beautiful animation, great storytelling, great voice acting. I love them. I love Howl's Moving Castle. But yeah, I mean, just watch whatever you want. HBO Max has an amazing array of titles for all ages and every generation. That's perfect for summertime watching. You can stream all these titles and more by signing up for a free 7-day trial at bit.ly/HBO Max topic. That's bit.ly/HBO Max topic to start your free 7-day trial today.
They're terrible at keeping their secrets.
Oh,
that
100%.
They're full of magic in the world.
Just out in the open, they're running through that wall, and it's just like, well, there's normal,
Well,
there's
people
muggles
weren't
left
looking.
and right.
I forgot who originally said
you
the
noticed
comment.
that.
You noticed.
Yeah,
of
it just
course
became
you
like an internet thing because of that. Like they're so obviously wizards and no one notices. They're like, okay, so wizards basically are like hipsters in this lore. They want old technology and magic that somehow doesn't benefit their daily lives. Like they can't magically clean up their house or like make themselves look amazing
Sure
or
they
anything
can.
like that. They
They've
could, but they
done
don't.
both of those
Yeah,
things.
they-
Oh,
there's
not like all the time.
a particular scene at the Weasley's house where all the dishes are
Oh,
cleaning
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, you could easily be like,
Yeah,
house
they
is
did
clean,
that.
boom. It's like, oh no, we're gonna take one dish at a time.
That's
and
true.
Fucking wash it in the
That
dishwasher
it's
with
a lot
magic.
of it's a lot of magic, man.
Yeah,
Not
it takes
everybody's
a
got
lot
that much ink in their pen.
Not
Yeah.
everyone's got enough magic juice.
Well, we need more mana.
That's why,
really what it
like,
comes down to.
the magic is real. Like, I mean, like it's magic, but it's not nearly as like, I don't know, all encompassing as you think it is. Especially if you read the books. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up. I think I read this in the book. But you know, when they do the grand dining hall and they have all the food and shit, and they're like, boom, magic, all the food's here. That's the kind of shit Lindsay's talking about. I'm like, boom, magic. And they don't really explain it in the movie, but I'm pretty sure in the book, which also this whole thing is just cut out of the movies with the whole like the elves are basically like servants that work inside the castle. Like you see Dobby, but there's like an entire subplot in the following books where Hermione's like, free the elves, because there's like hundreds of elves that work at Hogwarts. They all cook the food and make all the food and then basically roll it out to the floor underneath the grand hall, and they just teleport it up onto people's plates.
Whoa.
So they're down there making that shit. It's like
Right, which,
Dumbledore
again,
didn't
why?
snap his fingers. They're like, get to work, elves, because they can't make food. I don't know.
No, it's slave labor and it's exploitive.
But that's not, I mean, that's exactly what Hermione was
That's
saying.
sort of where they go with it.
That's
Yeah.
exactly where they go
Yeah.
with it. But the point is, I don't
Know
think
what
they
it
do
is.
it because they can't do it. They can't just make the food, I think,
I think they
is why
can.
they do it. I
think
don't
they
think it's
do.
lazy. You know?
Anything.
I don't think they can.
It's a power
whatever-
move. It's a power
They do
move.
whatever they feel like doing to suit the plot at the time. And
That's
if they
true.
don't,
That they do.
then she 20 years later will snap her fingers and summon back a new detail in the book that you didn't ever realize. Like,
Oh, well, that is true.
she likes to rewrite her books. Like, it's all there on paper if you
Mhm.
just read deep enough.
Read between
no
the
shit.
lines and under the lines and behind the lines.
TLDR FJK. But I like magic. Okay, cool.
All right.
Moving on. That's
You
it.
heard it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And
Yeah.
then she
Not a
retconned
fan of the
herself
lady
out
at
of
all. Yeah.
out of being a good person. It was
Oh,
really a
God.
bad choice.
Chat's talking about it. I was
She
like,
was-
well, you know what, chat? Yeah, let's say it.
I still like the
Kinda
books.
hateful.
I like Harry.
Talking.
Yeah, it's been something to wrestle with, and I guess maybe we can touch on it lightly. I don't want to get too heavy-handed with it, but for our generation, maybe Ryan can identify, like, that was a big thing for us growing up, was Harry Potter. It was awesome, and like I liked, as a book nerd, being able to read books like that and being like, yeah, magic. But I mean, upon reflection, it would be very irresponsible to look at that media and the person who created it and not go, okay, let's think critically about this, especially as an adult who now has children and is trying to introduce them to literature. And I'm like, should I even introduce them to Harry Potter? I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's tough to weigh out.
I mean, I'd have to reread it now, but I don't know that. And I'm sure people will have reread it and have found a lot of stuff that they now would call problematic. But none of it jumps out to me in particular from my memories of the series. So, I mean, even problematic authors can write works that are not necessarily problematic. And then it's the question of, do you want to spend your dollars going towards someone that you know is problematic?
Yeah.
But
Right.
So she's rich as fuck
But
anyway.
she's
So
rich
as
your
fuck.
dollar
Like,
means nothing. to
and
her.
we already
Right.
own all the movies in the books, so we're not giving
Yeah.
them any money.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's
I already got them on
Oh, we
Blu-ray.
already
Own it. Like,
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know. I've never.
it's
I
rotten
came
all
up
the
with
way
the
down.
movies.
Cross out
buddy.
the
I mean, a
name
lot
on
of
the
people
front.
worked on that movie. I mean, sure, she created it, but I mean, there were a lot of people behind it, right? Like, it wasn't just her.
Yeah.
That's
It was
true.
at least
I
two
would
or
argue
three other
that it'd be
people.
great to find ways to support those people on their other projects that don't involve her, because I guarantee other things they've worked on. I mean, those writers have worked on other properties. Granted, there could be a larger argument about those people working with someone like that, but I would say let the audience decide. Chat, you do what you want to do. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And Paw
was
Patrol's the
fine-
worst show ever.
I was
Okay,
fine letting
cool.
them do what they wanted to do
Patrol's
before
bad?
we even started.
It's just, I mean, social commentary aside, I just think it's a boring ass show.
Well, I mean,
It
the
has
show's
no
a piece of
educational
shit.
value. I
Very
hate
The
it.
show
I
is a
hate
piece
it.
of shit.
I
It
hate it so much.
sucks. I hate that show.
I don't know if Ryan can identify.
The toys
too,
are
like,
cool, but the show
yeah, the toys are
sucks.
cool.
Oddly, my kids haven't watched that much of the show. They just got really into the toys.
That makes sense. That's the good part.
We read the books. We read them Paw Patrol books, and they liked the toys from the books, but we didn't really ever have the show too much.
It sucks, man. It's tough to
Is
watch.
it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just remember anytime I've heard it, I really disliked the voice of Ryder for some reason.
And
Something was.
It's not a fan.
He's just an annoying character because I'm pretty sure
Yeah, maybe that's it.
he's voiced by multiple people because it's one of those like I'm sure the kid turned 9 or 10 and then he's like, hey, I'm Ryder now. I'm like, get out of here. And they replace him.
You can't have it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like
Grown
Peppa
out of
Pig.
this.
They're like, get out of
Yes.
here, new actress, bring her in.
It's just very, very surface level on like a lot of the storylines. And like there are two schools of thought. I guess you could say it's children's entertainment. We don't want to get too heavy handed with it. But I would argue I like when shows trust children with a very important but difficult subject matter. And I think about Nickelodeon shows that we grew up with that had moments that were really serious. Like in Hey Arnold, when you have a discussion about a Vietnam War refugee coming to America and losing contact with his daughter because of it. Like that's pretty intense. So then you have shows like Paw Patrol, and I'm like, did you? Okay.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
it doesn't just seem
Is it
like
because they don't
okay, they're
tackle
puppies. Yeah.
issues?
What's
Is
up?
it
the
just
thing
like
is,
It's just very like we're here to have fun, and that's it.
right?
And they're
like
dogs.
most children's shows, Lindsay.
I would
say what's wrong
disagree.
with that?
No.
I mean, first of all, you compared Hey Arnold to Paw Patrol. You're talking about a show for like babies and then a show for like kids.
Okay.
So it's kind of completely irrelevant there. If anything, you compare Paw Patrols to like Blue's Clues or something, like a show for toddlers.
Even Blue's Clues has more in depth of discussions about, I mean, they literally talk about like how government works, how we have environmental protection agencies they're putting into place. Granted, it was in the 90s. That was a bit more of that focus for content for children. But yeah.
Right. But you don't need that in every show. If you want
No.
that, go watch that show.
But I would say as a parent, if we're looking to something like that, that's why I feel, and you asked me to explain why I feel that way. That's why I think it's a boring ass show.
Lots of shit. I would say that's most kids shows.
Yeah.
Most kids shows are more like Paw Patrol than not like Paw Patrol. I'm saying it sucks because it's just shit. I don't even care about that aspect. Like
Just
the
outright
plot
shit.
sucks. The episodes suck. It just sucks. There's my metric for kid shows are like when our kids are watching the show, do I hate it? Does it distract me enough from what I'm doing where I go, God, I wish the show would just not be on right now. And that's one
Here's
of
another
them.
great example.
That's one of them.
Super Monsters is on Netflix. Granted, there's critiques about it too, and it's not perfect. But same age range, caters to the same audience. The kids that are involved with it are in preschool range. And already right off the bat, there is far more diversity. There's more equality in gender roles. They address way more important issues. And I would much rather go to something like that, which is both available. It's like readily available, free to watch. What's up?
Is that the one with all the like little baby, like all the classic monsters that's their
Yeah.
kids and they're all at school? Yeah, okay. My
Yeah,
kids
but
watch
they-
that one.
Yeah, she
I
just
think-
started watching that. Baby Monsters.
Yeah. I feel like, and maybe it's just as a writer, I'm trying to grasp at straws here, that there was a conscious effort to have some inclusion. So, I mean, like they have a zombie character whose name's Zoe, and she's African American. I was like, that's kind of cool because, again, I'm a little ignorant, but to my understanding, the concept of a zombie originated from the practice of voodoo. And I was like, that's kind of awesome. Same with the dragon character who is Chinese. The dragon is a very important symbol in a lot of Chinese mythology. And you know, the list continues. But yeah,
I mean, that's definitely a way better show than when I tried to show Naruto to my kids.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
let's
I
talk
saw
about
that tweet.
That was interesting.
God, wow.
Look, in my memory, Naruto's like, oh, it's a story about a little boy. And it's like, Naruto's little blonde-headed boy, Eli, little blonde-headed boy. It's like, he looks like you, and you are, taking karate. You want to be a ninja. This is going to win on every front. And then it's like, yeah, boy, now that I think about it, it's like they didn't have a lot of open death in that show. There's some.
It's pretty rare.
But it's fairly rare. It's all about this little boy who he has to find his way and come to grips with himself, and he never gives up and that kind of thing. There's got a lot of really great themes in there, and then there's just instant transforming into naked women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which happens. The sexy jutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's mist, right? There's like fog.
There was mist. It covers up. Well, honestly, it's the nudity is not that big of a thing for me. I don't care. They're naked bodies, whatever. It's the my kids just didn't give a fuck. They were like, yeah, oh, that person. They were more mad that it was like, why is that person turned naked instead of fighting? Was really the issue.
Should have shown
Children,
Parasite.
when you get a little bit older, sometimes they go hand in hand, and we'll tell you about that later.
Naked fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You show
fighting
it,
love.
and-
Yes.
When I watched it too, well, for one, there was a scene in episode 2 that I have no memory of. I watched the dub originally, and this was the I'm sorry, I watched the subtitle version, and this was the dub version we were watching. I don't remember when Naruto and Akihamaru, no, whatever his name
Which
is,
guy?
the grandson of the
Oh
Hawkins.
yeah, the
Okay,
annoying
yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They go into like a gas station and start looking at a porn mag to get better ideas for how to do the sexy jutsu.
Oh.
I don't
Smart.
remember that at all. They
Smart.
sneak in there and they're like
Yeah.
bent over looking at a magazine and get caught and thrown out. I had no memory of that scene.
There's a lot of moments in anime that drop some casual sexism that range to overt sexism. For example, too, I was talking to my trainer before all the COVID stuff happened when I was at the gym, and her son was watching Dragon Ball Z, and she's like, "Oh, have you watched this?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm a fan of it. And I was telling her about like the things that I like about it, because obviously you want to point out like things you enjoy about content like that. And I'm like, "Oh man, like, if you're into fighting sagas or tournament arcs, they're all about stuff like that. But at the same time, they're big on like, a lot of animes focus on the power of friendship or like finding power within yourself and overcoming obstacles and like pushing through all the goals." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Oh, I should mention though that they're like he's straight up like groping women every now and then, and like there's like oh boy, like I should probably mention all that."
Mostly when
Ooh.
he's a child, though.
Yeah,
That's
That's
Dragon
not better.
Ball.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
it's
does that really
Dragon
make it
Ball.
better?
It is
No.
Dragon
Yeah.
Ball. He doesn't know
He doesn't
better
grope
'cause he's never
nobody
seen
in Dragon
people.
Ball
Yeah.
Z.
no, he just
Okay,
kicks
he's a
Chi-Chi in the
grown-
dick,
he's a
or like
grown-ass
kicks her in the
man.
crotch and asks
Pat
her where her
pat.
dick is.
Groping
Yeah.
away.
There's a lot of pat. He's never seen a female before.
He's an alien
It's-
that hit his head as a baby.
He did.
Yeah.
It's that Dragon Ball is one of the least offenders. Is the sad part.
Yeah, and even worse,
After that
it's the
part,
least
yeah.
offender
God.
and the creator of the show. They completely Launch. Yeah, they forgot to bring Launch back into the show. And when they asked the creator, like, "Hey, what about her?" Straight up, apparently, allegedly, he was like, "I forgot all about her."
How's that
So I was
possible?
like, "Okay, cool."
What?
She's
yeah.
like a big character in Dragon Ball.
Again,
That
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Chad,
Not
feel free
really.
to feel free to
I
correct
mean,
me
to
on that if that's not
forget
true.
about her?
That's what I've
I
been told.
guess.
She was living on
She
the
was-
fucking island with Master
Yeah,
Roshi.
but she was a prop, to be honest. That
She
was how that character was
and that's
treated.
even worse.
No, she
Watch
didn't even get a
enough
machine
anime.
gun.
prop.
She get a machine gun. And then
That
she'd
was her-
talk like this, at least in the dub. She'd be like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna shoot you," and then she'd shoot everybody. Listen, you can say she's a prop. You can't say you forgot she existed. I mean,
She never really did anything of value.
I'm just
Other-
saying she was
her
there.
only purpose.
Problem, Ryan.
This is why she was a
Damn,
prop. Her
son.
only purpose was to convince Master Roshi to train Krillin and Goku. That was it.
Yeah,
They
Master
were-
Roshi.
He said, "Go find a sexy woman," and they went and found her, and that was the end of it.
When is the
Master
last
Roshi-
time you guys watched all this?
Oh, it's been a while.
I've never watched it.
I watched
You read it.
a lot of popular clips of it, maybe like a month ago.
I watched this, but like years ago. I don't remember any of it.
Well, you got to
yeah,
store the
I mean,
important information.
Master Roshi basically extorts Bulba. He says, "I won't help you unless
Bulma.
you show me your
Say
pain."
Bulba.
Bulma.
Yeah.
I never remember the name.
You're
right.
almost saying vulva, Ryan.
That's
very
close. It might
close.
as well have been with the way he names things. But yeah, he's
Oh.
like, I won't help you unless you show me your panties, and then she wasn't wearing any.
Right.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything you're
That's
saying is
anime,
highlighting the issues with the
baby.
show.
Master Roshi is the worst character on the show in that
Yes.
regard. Like,
I
I mean,
do
that's
like-
his whole fucking character.
Ryan said it, and I don't think it was the way that you're trying to say it, Ryan, but it's true. Like a lot of people point that out and they're like, oh, well, this female character was pretty worthless anyways. I'm like, yeah, that's the problem. Like that's part of it is they're written to be worthless and then they're discarded still. Like that's
There's a lot of worthless male characters in that show too, in fairness. And there are
but
some
how
not
many
worthless
more
female characters.
men actually do stuff and take care of stuff in the show as opposed to the women who are actually effective.
Absolutely right. And
I love Bulma.
in later seasons,
I have blue hair, bish. I love me some Bulma, but let's be real.
You're absolutely right. I will say in the newer stuff, which is kind of garbage, but they have taken some steps to include more female characters that are stronger.
Yeah,
and
they have
more,
a bunch of female Saiyans.
more relevant.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, they killed all the Saiyans,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Saiyans were the important people. So,
Which actually,
as far
I
as
think
that show's
Elizabeth
considered.
Maxwell voices one of them.
Yeah.
If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. And Dawn Bennett, who is
She's
also
one of
in
the.
movie.
There's like the two that combine. I've never watched all of Super, but I know there's like Khalifa or it's like it's a
cauliflower,
cauliflower.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
cauliflower.
Like
I don't know
Wiz
how they
Khalifa,
Kale,
he's
right?
in Dragon Ball now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
it's
way,
like
Word?
Kaffa or something. I don't remember
I just-
exactly what they're called.
the part where I talked about there being equally trash male protagonists just got to them, and everyone's like, Yamcha.
Yeah, it's true. And again,
He's a
I
real
love
whiner.
Yamcha.
He still shows up though. I don't know why.
he's a baby
Why did they
whiner.
bother to bring him?
It's
You didn't forget
true.
about him.
He still
Uh,
got to do more shit. I think I talked about it recently. At least I made a
Mhm.
tweet about it. I might have talked about it off topic. There was a post recently that was like, I watched clips of Yamcha because I put dead Yamcha in my Animal Crossing game, and because of that, I went, "Oh man, I miss him." Like, let me think if I remember him as good as I think I do, then I'll probably enjoy these clips. I watched it, and one of the top comments was, "Every heterosexual girl had a crush on Yamcha until they learned about power levels," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah,
Well, I feel very
so
called out right now.
It's very much just like he looks like Goku, but he's not strong at all.
He's not.
You got to give him
He
that
plays
though. It's like-
baseball though.
Pretty
He
weak.
does.
he does. All the boys had crushes on Bulma.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. There's Yamcha.
There he is.
Yep, that's
Dead.
it. Dead Yamcha.
Why
his dead
that
body.
photo?
They
He's
had a
dead.
crush on Bulma, and Bulma was an incredibly smart, woman who knew how to handle herself. Though she did get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Also, then she settled for Vegeta.
Yeah,
so-
she got mixed
Yeah,
in
right.
with Vegeta.
That's
and
they,
then
they
had
want the bad
Trunks.
boys. That's what it is. She took
Yeah,
all her
Yeah, but-
smarts and threw it away on Vegeta.
You got to be honest. If you think about it,
anime.
when you think about when they
God.
go home, who's in charge? Is it Vegeta? No.
No.
I don't know. We would know, Ryan, if Vegeta was ever home.
Well,
he's
I-
not.
well, I mean, I think we
That's
know
true.
that
ever.
if he's not
None of
home,
the
he's not in
Saiyans are.
charge. He can't be in
I'd
charge.
say he's probably better at being home than Goku.
100%.
Well,
He's
Goku
100%
is
a
worse.
better
Yeah, no,
father.
that's true,
He
that's
is.
true.
He's also the worst father on the show. Goku.
Goku
is.
might be
Didn't, like-
worse about it because even in like a fucked up way, Vegeta's like, no, seriously, I don't care about my wife and son. Not that that's good, but Goku makes it even worse because he's like, I love you, son. I love you, wife. Now I'll never talk to you again. All right, bye.
Well,
I'm gonna
he
go
chose,
be a Super Saiyan.
He chose to be dead to save the planet.
Didn't
More
like
than once.
Vegeta overtake Goku in power levels like recently for the first time or something like
I don't
that?
know. He always does it for like a second,
Yeah.
and then Goku
He
goes,
can't hold
"I
on
was
to
just
it."
playing. I was just goofing, man."
Yeah, then Goku was like, well, I didn't want to say anything, but I've been working on something for a long time. And I felt bad because, you work so hard. But okay, here we go. Boop. And I win.
When Vegeta is winning or seemingly winning, it's like when Matt says, "You're gonna win this race" in Mario Kart.
Mm.
When Goku goes, "Wow, Vegeta, you're doing so well," and then Vegeta gets mad. That's me and Matt in Mario Kart. And then he just goes, "Okay, well, I do have 50 mushrooms. I guess I should use them, and I do know all the
Yeah.
shortcuts."
I'll start
Someone should
using
draw
more
this fan art.
shortcuts now. You just
They,
go, damn it. False hope
man.
is what it is.
That whole Majin Vegeta fight, it was all for show. The whole fight. It was probably like the best fight up to that point in the series in Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta intentionally sort of lets himself get mind controlled, but like not really, because I guess he's so cool he can't mind control him. But it's enough where he gets the M put on his head, and it's like, yeah, you know, and they're like, oh no, you fell victim to this. And Vegeta basically goes, oh no, I let him do it on purpose because like it increased my power and now I can beat the shit out of you. And this is like after Vegeta's like done being evil. He's just like, yeah, I'll let some evil sorcerer control my mind if it means I can beat Goku. And then they have one of the best fights in the series is just Goku and Vegeta just pounding the shit out of each other. And I don't even remember who comes out on top. It might be Vegeta. I really don't remember how that ends. But later, Goku transforms, like totally unrelated, transforms to Super Saiyan 3, and Vegeta's like, what the fuck is this? And Goku goes, oh, I could have done that, but like it was fun when we were both not at this level, so I just didn't do it. And it was just like, you just undid that whole fight. He was just fucking around.
They had a small conceit that they used with that one, I think. If I remember correctly, that was when Goku was dead. And so when he used Super Saiyan 3, it uses up his time faster.
Yeah, but it's not like he had it and chose not to use. Like, you didn't even know as a viewer he had it yet. It wasn't revealed until later. And yeah, and then Vegeta got all miffed about it.
This episode of Off Topic is sponsored by Full Sail University. Now, we've recently wrapped the submission phase of the Ruby Grimm Art Contest, where Full Sail University students and grads have submitted their original Grimm creations to our animation team. Now, Full Sail offers a wide range of creative degrees like graphic design, film, creative writing, 3D animation, and game art. So we had a lot of different kinds of awesome submissions sent in, ranging from concept art to short stories and even fully rendered turnarounds, which is awesome. Now the Ruby team has chosen their top 5 submissions, and our fans, which is you guys, will vote for the final winner. And their Grimm concept will be featured in Ruby Volume 8, where they'll receive full credit for their work in any episode it appears in. View the final 5 concepts now at fullsail.edu/Ruby, where voting will be open up until July 6th and run through July 12th. That is the 6th through the 12th. Make sure you follow the Rooster Teeth Animations YouTube channel to see the announcement video for the contest winner. We're all very thrilled to be able to give Full Sailors the opportunity to become part of their favorite shows, and that includes Ruby. So to learn more about this contest and Full Sail University, go to fullsail.edu/Ruby. Chad is saying Piccolo is best dad, and I think we can all
Piccolo
agree
is the
that's
best
true.
dad. Yeah.
Yeah, Piccolo is best father. That's really
Father,
it. That's all
Yeah,
about.
no question.
Yeah.
He actually
No,
he stole that kid, but then he handled his
He
business.
did.
Just like Thanos.
Just threw him into the woods and was like, go fight this dinosaur.
Also, is it Thanos or Thanos?
It's
Let's see.
Thanos.
Because everyone
we
keeps
have
yelling
another
at me
one of
about.
those.
believe
It's
it's
Thanos, but
Thanos.
everyone gets all over the place with
I've
it.
done both, and I've been yelled at about both, so I don't know.
Also, the whole time Chad has been going nuts about Avatar: Last Airbender. My kids already watched it. It's great.
Yeah.
We agree.
Oh,
Avatar is
They
a
liked
great
it.
show.
Good. It is.
Oh yeah. No, I
Great show.
couldn't get Eli to watch the Legend of Korra though.
Legend of Korra. Oh,
I haven't watched it yet either.
I
We
haven't
watched the
watched
first
it.
episode
Me
together,
neither.
and they just. Livy will watch anything. She's just like, I just like hanging out with you, Dad.
Oh.
Eli's like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Aang's
I'm
dead.
good.
Don't like it.
Eli, give it another shot because I was the same way.
You didn't watch
I
it
did
either.
not feel it either. I did start watching it again, actually.
You
What did I
started.
do?
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
though. But you
Yeah.
also have not watched it. You
No,
always
I mean,
do
I picked it
that,
up again
where I'm like,
after
you
the
didn't
last
watch that.
Airbender.
And then you say, well, I've seen an episode.
I'm telling you, within the last couple months, I started watching Korra again because I
I'm-
watched it. Yeah. uh-huh.
I'm just saying, if you were watching it, it wouldn't have taken you a couple months.
I'm a very
You
busy
can't have
woman,
started
I
watching
have-
it a couple
Are you aware
months
that I have
ago
2 children?
and
Are you aware
not
of this?
finished it?
I don't think
It
he
sounds like
knows.
you're saying you watched
don't think
another
he
one
knows at all.
episode a few months ago. That's what it sounds like you're saying.
It was a great episode.
Okay, that's the only thing I'm getting across here is you and I have not watched the series, and you're
No.
going, yes, I did, kind of, a couple months
I'm
ago.
trying to give it another shot, I should say. Fine. Because
but
I felt it
months
was
have
very,
gone by.
Yeah, too teen drama-y at the
It
beginning.
is. It's very
Mm.
different
So-
than the original. It's got very different.
And every time you bring it
vibes.
up, everybody will always go, it's meh, which makes it hard to really get into it.
Yeah, or they'll say like, well, once you get past like the first season, I'm like, that's a lot.
That's a lot of watching.
Is
Yeah.
it meh, or they're just holding like
I don't know,
Avatar
yeah.
so highly up on a pedestal?
I
It's
mean,
true.
it probably is because it is a fantastic show.
Yeah, the
But I-
movie was probably like a solid 6, but people always treat it like a 2. I'm kidding.
Right.
No, it's
Oh
garbage.
God, no, it's
And-
terrible.
It's absolute
M. Night?
garbage.
The
M. Night Shyamalan?
movie.
That
Ooh.
It was so
I
good.
saw it in theaters.
It was
Oh.
perfect.
Why is everyone so white?
Oh yeah, we're
Dude, everyone's white. None of the names are pronounced correctly. She calls him Ong the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, it would take you 5 seconds of watching the show to know how to say his name. What the hell's
feel-
going on?
I really feel the worst for the kid who played Aang in that movie, because that was such a you got
He
to
was
as a
very
kid
excited,
actor. It's
yeah.
probably like a huge opportunity. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
this is a major property, and then it just got
Probably even
shat
watched
on.
it himself too, and he's probably
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"No, that's not how you say it." And the director's like, "No." M. Night's like, "No, this is how I do it. It's my movie."
That's a good impression. That's good.
I thought he was
impression.
here.
That's M. Night.
Wow.
Someone in the
People have
chat.
mentioned like people have pointed out Korra versus Aang as a lead, and specifically they're like, okay, there's a lot of criticism about Korra as a character because she is very abrasive and like aggressive. She like physically fights people a lot, and she's hyperactive and very like in your face. So that turns a lot of people off. But the counterpoint to it is a lot of people say she represents a lot of what everyone's negative traits are that we don't like about ourselves. So watching her and her journey kind of like, grow past those or use those as strengths instead of detriments to her, that's kind of the point of it. And I went, okay, now I'm going to have to try and like get back into it with that in mind. And maybe that framework can help get me past like the weirdo love triangle thing going on at the beginning. But yeah.
What element is she like born under? I don't remember.
Water,
Is she fire?
right?
Oh, she
Yeah,
no.
she's
I think
water.
water
Oh,
tribe.
she's water.
No, she's
Okay.
water.
Okay, I couldn't
Mhm.
remember.
Having just watched the first episode, yeah,
Fair
she's-
enough.
That's the whole thing. She's there. She's having that whole "I'm ready to go out and face the world," and nobody wants her to go, and so she sneaks away and
Yeah.
runs off to the big city to
her
learn from
polar
the
bear dog.
A
airbenders.
big
Yeah.
city.
Mhm.
Dude, her dog is legit. I love Appa.
Mm.
I like Momo. But that dog, whose name escapes me,
The
is
polar dog?
awesome. Yes, I want
How
it.
old is Korra? Because she's a good deal older than Aang, right? She's like 16 or something.
Yeah,
He was,
she's in her
he
late
was
teens.
16.
I
He
think.
was like 10.
Mhm.
And I need to
Somewhere
watch
in there.
Korra.
And he
I
got all
watched
froze up.
Avatar, and that was it.
Dude, he died so young.
How old was he? I don't.
He was like 70 or something.
So young.
Well, I mean, most of the avatars lived to like 100. One of them was like a couple hundred years old or some shit.
That was the thing Eli kept hitting me with is why'd he die? What happened? What happened? And I'm like, I don't know. I
It's
watch the show.
He just died of old age. But
Mm-hmm.
I think the leading theory, I don't even know if it's a fan theory, it's just a theory in general, is that his 100 years in the ice significantly reduced his lifespan because like he still was alive. So some people are like, he would have lived another 100 years, which it's not really one for one, but being frozen in 100 years, I could see that taking 30 years off your life, even if you're the avatar. He was like, or not only just being frozen in the ice, it's the fact that he was in the avatar state for like 100
Yeah.
years.
I mean, look at Frodo.
So,
That ring destroyed him.
yeah, and that was
There's a lot
number
of
of
weight
years? I
in
don't know.
there.
What people saying spoiler, but you can't have Avatar 2 without Avatar 1 being dead. There's no spoiler.
Yeah, yeah.
And we mentioned like
that's-
episode
Well, I don't know
one
that. Maybe
of
you went on
Korra. Come on.
vacation.
Maybe went on
Yeah.
vacation.
No.
Avatar 2, as in
Reincarnation.
the second Avatar. I
Maybe he
reincarnated
pops
from
up later
nothing.
on. I don't know this. See,
Well,
now
I
makes-
mean, he's in there. Maybe it's reincarnation.
I mean, he is in there definitely. That's how it works. You don't need to watch the show.
And here's my question to y'all: what kind of benders would you be?
Fire.
we can get
man.
get
Yeah,
dark with it
fire.
if any of y'all
I
are blood benders.
I feel like
Oh,
water
God,
is
yeah.
the most useful,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
I
they
would
got the
wanna
healing and
blow
then they can
shit
do-
up.
Yeah.
Plus, you can just do stuff with water and not destroy everything. Like
Yeah.
like Earth,
You
you're
can
just
build
breaking everything.
homes.
You're
No.
Yeah.
breaking everything.
Shelters. She uses
Burn
wall
everything to the
defense all the
ground,
time. What are you
though.
talking about?
How does she
Plus,
use
the
wall
Earthbender-
defense?
Go
She
out there
raised the
hurting
fucking
everybody.
Lifts
ground
the
up.
earth. Yeah.
Right, so you're destroying shit. That's what I'm saying.
no, it's
it's
fine. You just
alchemy,
replace your
Michael.
divots. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's just like
There you go.
golf.
Yeah, so it's alchemy. So if you go into my backyard and
Equal
fucking
exchange.
lift my patio up out of the ground and build a wall, you're gonna say nothing's destroyed? No, you destroyed my fucking patio. It's all
Yeah, but
fucked
if I
up
put
now.
it back,
That's
Yeah,
what
they
I'm saying.
just-
No,
they'll
you
make you
can't.
a new
You
patio.
can't
It'll
put
be a
it
great
back.
patio.
Won't be as
You
good.
can't put it back. That's not how
They
that
can put a
works.
better patio back.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, or it's cool in the show because everywhere they are, it's just like, look, a fucking mountain. I'll pull rocks off a mountain. In modern day, that'd be terrible. You'd be
That's
Well, that's why
breaking,
they're metal
You'd be-
benders now.
Yeah.
You're ripping
Metal
everything
benders are
up.
you'd be
cool.
ripping up
And
the
lava
roads. Like, what
benders?
happened? Some
Ooh.
dickhead bender ripped up the highway. Now he can't drive. Some guy went nuts.
That's basically the first episode of Legend Korra you're describing there, because she goes to the big city, or first episode or two, and
Yeah.
tries to fight some crime, and she's just ripping up the city, and everybody's like, stop!
Terrible. That's
My
I feel like-
cabbages!
How would fire be
Cabbages.
useful?
Shout out Cabbage
awesome.
Guy.
How would fire be useful?
Yeah.
If you
I
need to
mean,
heat something, perhaps
you
people are
can
cold
cook
or
and
they're
stuff.
frozen.
I guess.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
You
any
can work
of
at a
them can
morgue,
make-
right? Maybe like burn up bodies or something like
Is
that.
is there any way that we like we need to make
Fireworks.
glass?
4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Once a year. These
There you go.
hands. They
No. You got New Year's too. Twice a year. 2 big
Oh,
deals.
Well,
Also-
never mind. There you go.
The advanced fire is lightning. You can just power everything.
Oh, is that in like
Yeah.
Korra?
Mhm.
The fire goes into lightning?
Well, no,
They're
it's
lightning
it's
in
in the
the first
original.
There's
one.
all sorts of bending.
Zuko's
yeah.
sister shoots lightning.
God,
Well,
it's been so long.
She's all
Doesn't
like,
General Iroh show?
Watch all
Well,
this
now we're
stuff,
getting
like,
into spoilers.
years
No,
by
he
the way.
redirects.
Yeah.
He does-
That's
Where does
this.
M Night come in though? They're in the anime.
He comes in when they
He
said we have
doesn't
this
come
amazing series.
anymore.
What are we going to do with it? And he goes,
He's not
I'll
allowed
run
in
it into the
anymore.
ground.
Mhm.
No one will ever speak of it again. Only with pure hate and disdain will they reference this movie.
Yeah, Ryan hit the nail on the head though. You could use fire for like energy and using it as fuel for your vehicles or weaponry, perhaps.
Pretty much all of them can make blades or like cutting instruments from their elements. Other than that, everything is anything energy based could use something like a spontaneous fire generation, but you never really see them using it long term. Like I wouldn't want my day to be wake up, go to work, fire bend for 8 hours, and then go home.
Yeah, it'd probably be tiring, dude.
I would
Especially
assume.
because it's such a physical thing. Like they're always, whoa.
There's a lot of
It's all
motion
based on
with
martial
it.
arts. Yeah.
Yeah, you
People
just hunt
don't
people
usually
down.
just do it.
You could be a hunter. Track
I
people
feel
down,
like
bounty
someone-
hunter.
Yeah. Someone like Gavin is definitely an airbender, but he'd be like a fart bender, I would think. It's very
Uh-huh.
specialized airbending. It's only
feel
out
like-
one
In the
way.
hand.
Yeah.
An
Throw it
airbender,
around.
Yeah.
an airbender would be really good at like a carnival.
Mm.
There's lots of shit there they could do, like
Yeah.
blowing up balloons and
Airbending
stuff.
cotton candy.
Mundane job for
Cotton
benders.
candy, dude. You see those street people with cotton candy, and they'll like walk out like 15 feet. Imagine that with airbending. They'll go
the
down the
street
block.
signs. The
It'd be
dudes that spin the
so-
street signs.
Spinning the street
good.
signs.
Oh, yeah.
You're not even touching
there
it.
you go.
You're not even touching it. Hot air balloons. No, that'd be fire.
See?
Kites. Go down to the beach, just start bending, just whip up a storm. Like $5.
No, you're right.
Kind of
Modern era
business.
bending useless.
It's not
Get rid of
great.
it.
Like I said,
Yeah,
I would
it's
want
a-
fire just because it's
Mm.
cool. That's it. It wouldn't be useful. It'd be like, check this
Party
out.
trick. Yeah.
Water would be the most
Bending,
useful.
I mean,
daylight
air,
savings
'cause
time,
You just
get out of there.
fly.
You'd be like
Yeah.
the best firefighter in the world if you were a waterbender.
Yeah, and you would have to be because there'd be firebenders burning everything down.
Yeah, there'd be the whole reason why you're putting out the fires because some asshole firebender was like, spark something.
You're
I
born
feel
a
like you're
waterbender.
waterbender, Fredo,
because
you're very like chill as a person. You have a very watery personality to me.
Wow.
It was a compliment.
Look at him. He's
Well,
promise.
let's see. Hang on. Let's see.
Very
Oh no,
dude.
Smooth and
I've
chill.
I'm pretty
Smooth and
chill.
chill. Yeah.
I'm pretty chill until you back me into a corner.
I feel like, I mean, so is water. Do you see Katara? That's you just described Katara. She's like chill the whole show.
Oh,
and
all
then
right,
you get back
then
in
I'm
the
missing
corner,
water.
and she
Yeah.
starts bending blood.
Dude,
That's a tsunami before the wave it gets back into a corner.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Dude, I could always make my own kiddie pool.
Dude, Jeremy is an Earth if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yeah.
he's a
solid.
lava bender because he's earth and fire. He's both. He's
Nah,
definitely
he's
some
more-
He's
fire.
more
more
Earth.
both.
He's more.
You just-
no,
you
Lindsay's
just have it
making
all?
things up.
Lava
No, you
bending
can't be
is
both.
real.
That's the avatar.
Crazy. Let me have both. Huh? Don't just give me water.
It's a subset. It's
No,
not
you
both.
can only
to be
get
fair.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Not
get
according to
she's not
Lindsay.
crazy.
Class.
You get that's
Lindsay's
called the
handing
avatar.
out like combo packages. I
crazy.
want to buy
Okay, here we go. Here
I
we
got the
go. All
booster
right.
pack.
She's mixing it up with the houses in Harry Potter, where people can say,
I got
I'm
19
both.
questions to identify
Oh,
what
God.
type of bender you are,
Here we
Fredo.
go.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh,
What
okay.
element do you
BuzzFeed
feel the most
quizzes.
connected to? Fire, air, water, earth. Just first thing pops in your mind. Just answer it.
Fire.
Fire. Okay, feels like he's connected to fire. Okay, this is a painting. I can't show you this.
Describe it to
Question
him.
two,
Describe it to him.
immediately off the rails, and there's so many pictures. It's like 8. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna take the second picture.
Okay, the second picture, that's a
Yep.
bridge over some water, an evening landscape with aqueduct. That's a good
Wow.
choice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
which would you rather have? Freedom, stability, energy, or community?
Oh, stability.
Stability. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I'm just gut feelings.
He's
Here
gonna
we
become
go.
the
Question
avatar.
4. If you could be guaranteed, which would you pick? Love, pleasure, willpower, or survival?
Oh, pleasure? I don't know.
Pleasure. Okay. Okay.
Sounds very fiery to
Oh,
me.
Orgasm bender.
When faced with a high stress situation, do you thrive when you're prepared or when you're improvising?
Oh, prepared.
I
guess
was
benders
gonna
are definitely
scream
waterbenders,
if you
dude.
said the other one. I was
They
gonna
get it wrong.
scream. I was gonna call foul.
Are you truly sincere when you apologize?
Yes.
Though I rarely apologize when I do, I'm sincere. 2, it'll take me a moment to calm down, but once I do, my apology is usually sincere. 3, I apologize quickly to avoid bigger conflict. Sometimes I mean it, sometimes I don't.
Oh,
Or 4,
the
I am
second one.
sincere. Second one? Okay,
Yep.
we'll just go with it.
Dude, I'm gonna be
Uh,
bending 2 things at once. The,
Yeah,
the
sorry.
Lindsay package.
So mouthy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The
You
chat's
witness,
right. Lava is Earth subset. I'm sorry, but please continue.
you witness your friend's significant other, who you're also friends with, cheating on them. You know that would be devastating to your friend group. What do?
Tell 'em.
You'll do what needs to be done. You confront them. You tell the significant other, or you tell your friend immediately.
Tell my friend immediately.
Tell your friend immediately. Okay. With their significant other. We're like, oh, they're so long now. Why is we're on 8? It's like a novel. Every
Ryan, you
answer.
took us
Can you-
here,
Damn
man.
it.
Yeah,
it's just-
you
it
did.
is
Yeah, you did.
uquiz.com, man. It's really, which of these nightmares is most terrifying to you? Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. A doppelganger has replaced you. The ground you stand on is slowly falling apart. Something has you pinned to the floor, or you notice something's under the bed of your your loved one, which smiles at you and opens your mouth.
Oh God, something under the bed. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It smiles
I
at you
don't
and
like it.
opens your mouth.
Yeah, that's
opens
weird.
its mouth, showing
Okay.
teeth,
There we
and
go.
then
Okay.
actually
It's
there
still
was another
yeah,
thing, and it was
don't
like
ask
the
him
hand
to read
covers your
more.
mouth.
There's
When
too
you're going
much.
through intense emotion, how do you work through it? Inside out or to outside in?
Outside in.
Okay. I'm not even going to use the. Oh, now we're back to shorter answers. This is good.
Okay,
How does
good.
this statement make you feel? Everything is as it is. No sense in wasting my energy. I'll find a way. Then I'll wait. You're wrong.
Oh no, yeah, no. Everything is the way it is. Yeah, no, for sure. First one.
No sense
is
wasting my energy on
what
things
it
that can't
is.
be changed. Okay.
Yep, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Or question 11. We're
That
almost
sounds
there. We're
fluid
doing
like
this.
water.
Once you've decided on something, do you see it through to the end?
No, definitely not.
So I'll say I'll try my best.
Sometimes I'll try my best, but sometimes I go, nah, it wasn't worth it.
If sometimes you
how
run,
about-
sometimes you
Okay,
hide.
how about if it proves through time to still be worth it, I will.
Yes.
Or okay. How do you define a life well lived? A life full of family and friends, a life where I'm secure and able to live, a life where I did everything I wanted to do, or a life where I can look back and know I was happy.
Look back and know I was happy.
Okay. What gets in your way? Grief, guilt, shame, or fear?
Booty.
Oh,
that
no,
booty's
you
a
eat right
shame.
through it. I guess fear.
Fear, okay. What do you value most for yourself? The ability to change, the ability to stay grounded, the ability to push myself through any challenge, or the ability to be honest?
To change.
Change.
Keep growing.
Okay. That sounds really
How many
watery.
more are
Okay.
there?
Dude, I'm
No,
gonna-
we're on 15 and 19. This one's
Oh,
easy. Do you hold
fine.
grudges? Yes or no?
No. It happens.
No. Okay. Oh, it's so many words again. Which scenario do you find most relaxing? Sitting on a rocky shore, you're in a park, a fireplace crackles, or trees rustle?
Oh, fireplace.
Fireplace crackles. 17.
fancy.
Choose the quote that speaks to you. Oh my God. I'm just going to say you like this one.
Yeah, you know me already. You know me by now. 17
hang
questions in.
Hang on.
How important is it for you to express yourself? Incredibly important. Incredibly is 1. 2 is like, eh. 3 is like more, eh. And 4 is like totally, eh.
I'll go, eh.
Okay, eh. And 19 of 19, we've done it. You've suffered a loss in your family. What role do you assume? The placid, the counselor, the shell-shocked, or the aggressor?
The first one.
The placid, the one who places their own emotions on the back burner in favor of keeping everyone else together.
Yep.
Okay. You're a firebender.
Whoa! According to Ryan's
put out that fire,
explanation,
baby. Oh.
weird.
It's because of his first answer. He's pouring water on himself. Come on. No firebender
Also,
would do that.
Do you like a fireplace? Yes, I do.
I was blazing hot.
I'd like to think that we went through all of that for it to just tell us what you selected at the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
Yep, it sure was.
Oh,
Wow.
see, now
What a
I'm
wild
at my
ride.
weakest because I'm wet.
Yeah.
Someone in chat said I'm air. I appreciate it. I'm an earthbender for sure.
Restarting the quiz. Here we go.
Oh God! Oh no!
Please stop.
God.
Don't do that to them again.
Oh, don't do that to me again. Oh,
No, the you part
God.
was the best part. I wish we did that not on the podcast because you would have suffered just as much, but the audience wouldn't have had to suffer with you.
well, that's
Yeah.
what this podcast is all about. That's what it's here for.
Suffering,
Ryan's a
personal
metal
suffering.
Bender.
No, my
What's that?
energy.
I'm a
my
what?
I feel like
power.
Ryan's a metal bender because you like building
Stop
shit.
saying that. That's it's, there's
Is
just
metal
a thing.
bending
a thing?
Earth,
Is that
fire,
happening
wind,
in Korra?
water.
Yeah. So he's Earth
Then just say
with a
Earth.
specialty.
Did they do that in Korra?
They-
They bend metal.
They start adding
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they added
Like
blood
lightning.
Yes,
bending
in the first
in the
show, too.
original.
Yeah.
No, I know. I
Mm.
mean, I think more than blood in the original, if I'm not mistaken.
And
I can't
lightning.
remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do lightning. Yeah. There's
can't
like
remember if metal
advanced
came up.
crap.
I want to say it did. Chat.
I don't
Dripping
know.
wet
I
now.
think Ryan's a fire. I don't know.
Was
about
attacked
that.
by
That's
the
why
Water
you're a water
Nation.
bender. The
Fredo,
water
I don't
nation.
buy it.
Oh.
Fredo's water.
Yeah, that's not
What?
how
No,
it
I'm
works.
fire. We know.
No, you're not. You're
Everything
like Jeff
changed when the water
screaming he's a
took that.
Gryffindor while he's a Hufflepuff.
Test.
Hey there, you know me. I constantly have my face in a screen from morning to night, and there's no cutting back. I got my phone, TV, game consoles, office setup. You get the idea. I'm looking at a screen right now. But with every screen comes another source that emits blue light. What's blue light? It's the light that's emitted by digital screens at a certain point in the spectrum, about 455 nanometers, for those of you keeping score. If you're like me and endure excessive amounts of screen time, you may also have eye strain, headaches, or tired eyes. Blue light at night can even lower the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep. The solution to this is simple. It's Felix Gray. Felix Gray blue light filtering glasses filters out 90% of blue light in the most damaging range and eliminates 99% of glare through a proprietary industry-leading lens technology only available with Felix Gray. Felix Gray frames are hand-finished from durable, super lightweight Italian acetate, and ordering online is super easy. Glasses shipped directly to you with a hard case and a lens cloth included. Try them for 30 days, risk-free. If your screens aren't easier on your eyes, send them back for a full refund. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic for the absolute best quality blue light filtering glasses on the market. That's Felix Gray, FELIXGRAY, glasses.com/off-topic. Do what I did and start taking care of your eyes or your peepers. That's what I like to call them. Feel better, work smarter. Shipping and returns are totally free at Felix Gray, felixgrayglasses.com/off-topic.
Whoa, I'm a Gryffindor. Don't you take that away from me.
No, you are a
I mean,
Gryffindor
okay.
for sure.
Gryffindor, I caught the snitch.
You're a wet Gryffindor. Covered
Well,
in water.
I'm covered in water. Not by choice.
What traits do you feel
No, it was by choice. You poured a
embody
cup on your
Gryffindor
head.
in you, sir?
I was burning hot. I had to put my flames out.
Yeah,
What
but if you were
happened, Lindsay?
fire, you wouldn't have been hot. Do you see? That would have just been
Exactly,
normal.
exactly.
The fact
Thank
that
you.
you
I
felt
couldn't
the
control
heat,
it, you know?
the fact
I
that you
was like-
felt the heat means
And
it's not
You
natural.
sought
I
out
felt it.
water to
Mhm.
reach
Mhm.
equilibrium and
No.
comfort.
Now she's making sense.
No, I was feeling the
You
heat
sought it
because
out.
like I haven't my powers just came out, you know. At 31, my powers were like, now's
You
the
sound
time.
like Zuko. You
And
filthy
then it was
traitor.
like you know, it was growing inside me. I was about
There,
to
I posted
flame on.
the link in chat if anybody else wants to figure out what kind of bender they are according to
I
this
was about to
quiz.
flame on
Everyone-
and then put myself out.
Everyone is screaming that metal bending was in the original. Toph invented
Oh,
That's what I
metal
thought.
bending.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not crazy.
She did invent it. I just didn't know if she did it after
She's
the
awesome. She's the best character in my opinion. But that's
So what's the advanced airbending?
Super air.
Helium.
I don't know. I don't know if they have
That's a
one.
good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they got the
Alfredo's
balls
right, like
they
different
can float on.
Elements.
Different
What do
types
you
of
mean?
air. What do you got? What do you got?
Yeah,
So, I don't
helium.
know.
I feel like you've got all these other
Hot.
halfway, like blood bending, metal bending, then there's
Yeah.
lava bending, and then you
Air's
got
like,
the air
I don't
nomads,
know,
and they're just
man.
over there
You can
huffing
bend
paint.
blood?
I mean, there's a reason they got
They
wiped
vape.
out.
Vape bending. Yeah.
That's true. They didn't win. No, didn't. There was a whole thing where the Aang's teacher was always like super, don't kill anybody. It's all peace and love, and then they like wiped out dozens of people in the Fire Nation when they came for his temple.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, but they came for
Out
his
of
home,
protection. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. But justified.
did he kill him or did he just like knock him out?
Right. Yeah. We don't know. Did they
We don't
faint?
know.
Like Pokemon?
Well, there's a
know.
bunch of bodies in a room with him.
They're sleeping, probably.
Yeah,
Just like
well,
the
they're
younglings, they're
skeletons.
taking a nap.
They're skeletons.
They'll be fine.
Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead in the
No,
room
that's
for
true.
long
Gonna have
dead.
snacks after they wake up.
110 years dead.
Alfredo, I was asking you, what traits do you feel you embody in a stereotypical Gryffindor as you wipe your chin?
Courage and the power of love.
Okay. Remember that
All
second one?
Everyone's saying advanced airbending is flying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Like,
that makes
they
sense.
all do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
has a
is
glider,
which is
yeah.
still I mean, I guess without the glider. I imagine that's what they're saying. He can just
Oh,
fly.
oh.
If
Like
he-
a-
I mean, he used to make that little ball and just hold on to it.
yeah, but that's just
Oh,
floating
yeah.
on a ball. That
Marsupial.
ain't flying.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no,
you
you're
know?
right.
Just roll
Um,
around.
What's the
but
Breath
I-
of the Wild thing you get where you can just like make a tornado appear and travel after you beat the first Saint Beast?
Yeah, I was in that
Bird.
jar.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't remember.
Same concept.
Jar of air.
Yeah, it was a
Saint
jar of
Beast
air.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gryffindors are loud and obnoxious,
But yes,
and they
Whoa,
only
we're
succeed
proud.
because of nepotism.
Wow.
Yeah, I said
Wow.
it. That's
Hold
right.
on.
Hold
Hold on.
here's the thing about
Wise.
Gryffindors: winners win.
You
Maybe
know?
I'm just a jaded Slytherin
Just-
here, but
Yeah, a
Oh,
loser.
well, now I know why you're
Yeah.
saying all
Exactly.
these things.
Exactly.
Slytherin. It
You're a
makes
monster.
sense now.
yeah.
Apparently,
got
I'm a
the
Ravenclaw,
monster
so I
going
just
boo.
administer
It's
the
like, you have
tests.
no
I don't really
dog in this
care.
fight.
The thing, and you said about flying is like, okay, cool, you can fly, maybe just like whatever, but like you said, everybody can fucking fly.
Yeah,
You
firebenders can
you
fly.
shoot
they just
water
Oh my God.
streams, or they
Mhm.
surf on the water. You can
Yeah.
essentially, it's like, okay, you're not flying, you're surfing. If you're going through the air, okay, you're air surfing, or you're shooting fire from your hands. Or again, if it's like, look, a mountain, I'm just going to shoot this earth out hundreds of feet and I'm just going to sit on top of it. Like basically everybody can fly. So
Yeah, Earthbenders just throw themselves with rocks.
yeah,
do.
Well,
Well, same with
they're
firebenders.
Well, they might as well
chumps.
be
They're
flying.
like, "Grr."
Yeah. I mean, they're
Somehow
soaring
landing,
through
they
the
don't
air.
go splat.
Someone in
moving.
chat said that the specialty of airbending could be vacuum. And I don't know if this is canon
Sure.
or not.
Oh,
Yeah, they were
you
saying
can
suck the
reverse your
wind, like
airflow.
suck the air out of people.
Yeah. That's
Astral
fucked up.
projection is a thing that they can do, though. That is a thing.
That's still
But it's
just
still
air.
it's still not also just
The
like
sucking.
an improvement. Like
Hmm.
everything else is different, to go from earth to like lava or fire to lightning. Air just doesn't have that. You're just kind of limited by the element. I don't know what
True.
there's like.
What
what's
does it
what's a
mix
super
with?
air? Yeah, like you never thought of this.
I don't know.
You
Yeah.
said water is like, there's blood in your body. Like it's like a liquid. You can bend blood. That's cool.
Also, someone in
Mhm.
chat is saying it's crazy to hear a Slytherin complain about nepotism. My father will be hearing about this. So
yeah.
I hope you know. Thank you.
Oh, just dripping.
It's a levitation.
how
Levitation just
water
isn't.
works.
That's just air. That's just air pushing up. I guess you could argue
Yeah.
though that blood bending is just water
Moving.
in the body.
Yeah.
Wait, so is blood bending a thing?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
keep saying
Again, we're
it.
getting very spoilery, but yes.
That's in the. It's not. I mean, the show's 20 years old.
I'm
yeah, but
being
it just got on
spoiled.
Netflix again. Some people might
Yeah.
be rediscovering it.
I don't care.
So wait, did it just like take the blood out of their bodies, or
Yeah,
Ooh.
They manipulate the blood in your body.
They're like
what they can
puppeteering
do is
you.
manipulate the
Think
blood
it's
so they
like-
can literally control your body because they
Fucked
can
up.
move the blood in
Think
your body.
like Magneto with Wolverine. Same
yeah?
deal.
What questions did I have to answer to get that power?
That's what we were trying to give you, and you were screaming, "No, I'm not a waterbender. I'm a firebender."
Oh, is that what waterbenders do?
Yeah,
Oh shit! Now I'm so
Fredo,
fire.
the good
Airbenders
ones.
Airbenders can enter the spirit world, says chat.
I mean, they all can.
What a weird
Yeah.
departure. It's like metal or earthbenders can just do special earth pieces. Waterbenders can do special water. Firebenders can do a special energy type. And The airbenders can just become mages of the sky.
The increased airbender thing is they can take really good naps. That's what it is.
Super naps.
Because they have really
Heck
good
yeah.
airflow while they're sleeping. They never snore.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
That's good. I would
I
take
had
that
surgery
right now.
for that.
I'm on board
Yeah.
now.
They
Yeah,
have
they don't need, like-
perfect
Oh my
like
Airflow and
airflow. Yep.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, I'm
I
missing
thought about
out.
that
They
before
sleep with their
too.
mouth closed. It's just all nostril, 100% airflow through their nostrils.
Like after having my surgery, they're like, your voice might change a little bit, just as a heads up, because you have more airflow. And I was like, ooh, as a voice actor, like that's a little concerning. I hope it's not too much. Obviously not. I sound pretty much the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if that's happened to anyone where they just sound totally different, or if anyone experienced that. Like I've heard tales of kids experiencing that with like tonsillitis. They got their tonsils removed and they sound totally different than they used to. And not in the raspy sense. Like vocal range has changed because you no longer have an obstruction in your throat.
Ooh,
Good, man. Makes sense.
I need to go get that done.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
What would we
No,
really
I
sound like?
feel like I'm in a constant state of congestion, so that might help.
Oh. Just get your tonsils taken out.
No,
He comes back, he's like, hello,
Oh,
I'm
that's why I was-
Alfredo.
That's why I was
Oh.
confused.
Oh.
I thought you were
Whoa.
saying you should go get your tonsils taken out. And that's why I was just like, weird.
You could.
People don't usually
Yeah.
walk in and go, I want them
Sure.
gone. Are they bothering you? Nope.
no.
Just take them out.
Call him out.
I don't like them.
No.
I don't like the sound of them.
They're not doing
like the
anything in
Purely
there.
an
I like the
aesthetic
look of 'em.
choice. Yeah.
They're doing nothing. Nothing for me. Get them out of here. Do
And
that.
then you keep them in a jar.
Yeah.
Save them.
And then I burn them with my fire.
Yup, sure.
I'm a
No, you
firebender.
fry 'em with
Drown
your
him in your
lightning.
water.
I'm a
Yeah.
fire-
There you go.
Oh yeah, I can do lightning now too. Man, I
forgot-
discovered
You
I can
gotta
do
clear
so
your
many.
mind.
You forgot
You
what you
gotta-
can do.
Today I discovered I can do so many things. Look, it's day one of me being a firebender. Okay,
Yeah.
give me some time.
Forgive my ignorance. It's Street Fighter, right? Where the dude has the classic straw hat and he goes, and shoots
Nope.
lightning.
No.
Oh, no. What was it?
Mortal Kombat.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
Raiden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he the original lightning bender?
I'm gonna say no.
We don't know.
I'm
gonna-
sure someone is.
I'm gonna
I think
ex-
Thor was
Yeah,
probably the original. one.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say somebody probably predates him by like tens of thousands of years. I would guess. I don't know who that is.
Mm.
Thor's a good one. Thor's a
Heard
good
of a
choice.
person called Zeus.
Zeus.
Maybe.
Zeus
Well,
threw
yeah,
them though.
Zeus is a
Yeah.
thing.
Because I'm
He
not
did.
sure how that worked. Like he didn't shoot lightning, but he threw.
No, and
lightning.
specifically,
It's
he had
very
someone
confusing.
make them for him.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
So,
he had
yeah.
a limited
It was
just-
amount.
It was just like a big old lightning javelin.
That's a
he'd
whole
chuck.
fucked up story too. In the mythology, Zeus
Oh, God,
has
Zeus is an
Hephaestus
asshole.
make, and I know I can't really pronounce his name, but make his lightning bolts for him. And then he's like, yo, I'm going to have you marry Aphrodite because she's super hot and like everyone wants to fuck her. And that's kind of a problem. It's really making things difficult up here. So you're ugly as shit. So she'll like never want to fuck you at all, which is perfect for me. So you guys are going to get married. Why don't you keep making my shit though? Okay. Chop, chop. See you later, Uggo. Like that was Zeus.
I mean, there's
Okay.
not a lot of good stories about Zeus, really.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
yeah.
Shithead.
Though you could argue that looking around the world, maybe their view of what gods were like was more accurate to the experience that we have than some of the other religions. Like,
Yeah.
nah, everybody upstairs is just a piece of shit, too.
You're not wrong. I can appreciate the honesty, shall we say, in Greek mythology with gods and how big of pieces of shit they all are. But yeah, it's relatable, but still you're like, man, you're an asshole. Why do I worship you? Okay.
I mean, they were all assholes, and
Yeah.
then they worshipped them because they were like, "We'll fuck you up if you don't."
That's fair.
I mean, that was
True.
essentially
True.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
that's what it
Out of
was.
fear.
It
They're
was
like,
just
we have to.
Watch
There's
out.
also
We'll burn
Zeus
your
always
crops.
just transforming into weird things and having sex with people. Like,
Mhm.
didn't he have sex? He like turned into a goose and had sex
Yep.
with somebody.
Plato
one
and the
time?
Swan.
Why?
Get it as a goose?
Because he
And
was
a bull.
bored.
Yeah, he's in
Transformed into a
everything.
He was
bull.
bored.
Why not? You know, a little corkscrew penis thing? Sure.
Like a duck dick. Is that what you're talking
Duck
about?
dick?
Yeah,
he's talking about
duck
duck
dick.
dick. Is what he's
I'm
talking about.
talking duck dick.
Mm.
Corkscrew duck dick. Duck dick. Woo!
See, I was thinking.
This is what you would say when you saw it.
I was thinking
no.
duck wing dick is what I was
Duck
thinking.
wing.
And then you sang
Duck
that.
wing dick.
Yeah.
It's sort of like bat winging, but you got to take the shaft instead.
I love
Oh my
Achievement
God.
Hunter. We went from such elevated topics as
No, we didn't.
Greek
We were never at an
mythology,
elevated
the
topic this
analysis
entire episode.
of a patriarchal society and how it influences the media.
You gotta.
You
You should
duckpig.
go back and check the minutes of this meeting and tell me when we were elevated because you'll be struggling to
We
find
lifted
it.
a foot,
Found
you know.
out I can bend fire. That's pretty cool.
Who decided keeping notes was called minutes? I never understood it.
Keeping the minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
As a kid, that always confused me. I'm like, oh, someone's
Yeah.
counting time here, and they go, no, I'm writing shit down. I'm like, well, you're writing shit down. What does that have
I
to do
assume
with
that's
minutes?
because, well, they usually would record the time at which certain things happen. Like they would write, 5:15 discussed blah 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 blah. 5:30
Yeah.
discussed
It's
this.
still very
It's where the
broad.
term Minutemen came from.
It's
right?
very
Am I
broad.
wrong?
No, you're wrong.
Miniman? No, this is
Ryan.
different.
Ryan.
I'm sorry. That's because that's when they shot. How long it took them to reload the gun, wasn't it?
Oh, okay, cool. Still never
I
questioned.
don't know either. I'm probably wrong on that.
Dude, we got a couple
I'm
of
just making up a
Minutemen right
different
here.
answer.
Am I right? Reload the gun. Bang, bang. Is that what
Yeah,
you're talking
Reload
about?
it.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly what they were talking about. Can you imagine how awkward of a fight that is? I mean, there's have to be at least one fight where two people shot at each other at a decent range, missed, and then just wait, hold on,
I would
and then
argue
just reload off.
that was most fights, and there were hundreds of those men.
Oh, yeah. See, I was wrong though. They're known as the Minutemen because they were ready at a minute's notice.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
There you go.
Mm.
Their guns
So
actually
they were
took
like-
6 minutes to reload.
They're like war Grubhub.
Sure.
They're just like, "Phew, oh shit, hang on. There you go. It's coming.
And then
So
they
this
gotta get the
war,
rod,
huh?
and you-
Oh,
It's
shit.
something,
that.
right? It's
Mhm.
dang. It's
Man,
sunny
man.
out. You got any kids?
Yeah.
Anybody got to ride home to after
Susan.
this?
Oh, you know.
Oh yeah, that's my son down there at that end of the line. If you
Yeah.
can just not shoot
And
that
that's his son down there.
one.
I'm 20.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
right
That
over
one's
here.
got gangrene.
I'm
Don't know if you
20.
know
My
that.
dad's 25.
Mhm. We're all separated by about 3 years in age.
We need more troops.
Don't think about that too much.
So I thought about it for a half second. I went, oh.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Goodness.
Yeah, no, the wars are bad, right?
Right. Yeah. There is no war in Boston, say. Quiet. Quiet, you.
Now we're back
Gun
to
hub.
Avatar.
That was well said. Someone in the chat.
Anybody doing anything
Thursday.
exciting for 4th of July? Thursday, but look at us.
Mm.
We get off tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I burped
Really
a little bit.
excited.
So if you're gonna watch the live stream schedule is still the same. They're
What's
just
that?
gonna run Astroneer tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Astroneer
Mhm.
Marathon. Yeah.
So is that
Marathon.
is that gonna fill the 1 to 5 slot?
Yes, sir.
And there it is.
And you guys had a blast playing Astroneer yesterday.
Yeah, they wouldn't stop.
Yes.
Like,
Blasted
you guys
right
will-
through
It
the
was
next
really
segment.
Oh,
canceled the
Blastoneer.
It's
next
off again,
segment. We had this whole discussion about like, what are you going to do after Astroneer? And you guys just played through it anyway.
We did. Yeah.
Sometimes you get on a roll. It's okay,
Hey.
you know.
I was like, you guys were like, can we? I'm like, of course, just go. Have fun. Ain't no one going
It's a
to.
chill game. We got the side benefit of telling Matt Bragg to just go away.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
The thing too is the entire
Brian
thing started because it was going to be Astroneer into what was the
Chicken
game
horse.
after that? No.
Chicken horse.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it's going to be something else
It
with
was
more
going to
players.
be the exact same amount of players. Was it Overcooked?
Right.
What was
Yeah.
it? Unrailed. Thank
Unrailed.
you, Michael. Lindbergh.
Yeah. No, you're
It was
right.
going to be Astroneer into Unrailed,
Mhm.
and I said, looking at the schedule, well, that's the exact same people. Like all 4
Mhm.
people in Astroneer were going to do Unrailed, and I was like, should we mix up the cast so the same 4 people don't have to stream for so long? And Ryan in particular is doing every stream that day because it was Valorant before that. That's where the conversation started of like, should we switch to something else? And it got knocked around the like 3 different things, ended on Chicken Horse, which Ryan wasn't going to be in. It was going to be a wild cast. That was the only thing I was looking forward to. I think it was supposed to be Matt,
Mhm.
Lindsay,
Gavin.
Gavin, and
Jack?
Jack.
Jack.
I think
Which
Jack,
was only
yeah.
it was only a sub out of one person essentially.
Yeah, and it
But
was again my whole thing of like
those folks
know,
weren't in Valorant.
they weren't in Valorant, and then Ryan wouldn't have
Mhm.
to do all three, and I was like, that's gonna be a crazy chicken horse just to watch, and then you included went, I'll just keep playing Astroneer. I was just like,
At that point, it was just like, man,
All right.
we're in it. Let's
Okay.
just keep going.
Sure.
You know?
if you want.
No, I'm cool with it.
We're just
I
trying to
had
Like-
mix up
no
the
objections.
workload.
I was like, ooh, play Chicken Horse in place of Michael or keep playing Astroneer.
You have to become
What's
the
Lindsay's
new me
vote
now.
gonna be?
You
Yeah.
have to become the new
Ooh.
me. I keep telling you that. I can't
I'm barely
play
learning
anymore.
Astroneer. Hang on.
You have to become me. Just do what I just watch what I,
just
do and
figured
do
out
what
how
I
to
do in
take my
Chicken Horse.
compound and make tethers. Okay.
That
a
listen to
second.
me. Everyone else in Chicken Horse, right? The top three, besides myself, being Jeremy, Gavin, and Ryan, you can catch them. They're not that far ahead.
No,
Mm.
Okay,
can't catch
So-
me.
you can definitely catch him
Not possible.
if you hone yourself. You can catch up. They've all only got like 20 wins ish. I mean, I'm sure that's been updated, but it's possible.
I'll
And
wrap it
we've
up.
moved on to like doing it with added rules or different rules or
Yeah.
weird stuff.
Which
and-
I feel sometimes only helps me.
yeah,
It's hard to
yeah.
tell. Sometimes you really screw me, and sometimes you screw yourselves. But you are
Yeah.
like the master of just throwing things together. That was the first bell, by the way. I don't know if Tyler just forgot because I forgot.
Oh, I still don't hear them.
Oh,
Their
it's weird
bells.
that you heard
I heard it.
things before, but you
exists.
didn't hear that. That's bizarre. Anyway, that's just to take a second and say thanks to you first members watching. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for watching RTTV. And thanks for, sticking with us during these crazy times. Because times is crazy. We've been at home over 3 months now, working from home. I have not been back to the office one time. That place could be dust as far as I know. Other people say it's still there. I don't know that. And if you're not a first member and you're just watching RTTV, which is free right now, make sure you thank a first member for that, because they're with their support, we're able to do the heavy streaming schedule. It's not just us. I mean, we stream 3 days a week and off topic, so like 3.5. But there's live content every single day of the week. Somebody's always streaming something. All the other peeps, RT Core, Inside Gaming, Funhouse, backwards compatible. There's always something going on. If you're not a first member, maybe check it out. There's a free trial. There's tons of first shows out. Everything we've made, over the last couple of years, you can just watch. You sign up for first, boom, you get it all at your fingertips. You get Haunter, all the hardcore series, stuff like Weird Place. Hardcore Mini Golf is airing right now. New episode just came out on Wednesday. Comes out every Wednesday. I think there's 4 episodes out right now out of 8. So, check it out. See if it tickles your fancy. And I hope you have a good 4th of July, like an extra 4th of July for first members. Or maybe you're not from America. You don't give a shit. That's fine too. Maybe
But
you're not from
Americans don't give a
America
shit.
and your country isn't in such a state that
Oh,
ours is right
God.
now.
Mm.
'Cause it's not great. Texas,
It's real bad.
it's like
Yeah.
country not great, Texas not great, Austin not great.
Extra
We're
not
really
great.
in the not
Yeah.
good zone right now.
I'm not-
I read The Hot
stepping
Zone in
outside.
high school and never thought I would live in the hot zone.
Yeah,
And here we are.
it's hot.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Obviously,
say
it's a bit
too hot.
different. We're very lucky that
We
we
are.
have homes and jobs.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Well, count my blessings there. But yeah, it's a little scary to walk outside. I don't want to leave.
Yeah. We're not doing a great job of managing things. It's okay. It's going to be all right. Another round of quarantine and everybody will come out fine.
I'm getting tested tomorrow.
I think Larry's getting
Same.
tested today. So
Because it's like I've had a sore throat for like 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and I don't suspect it, but there's a place nearby, and they just take appointments, and they're accepting anybody. Because some places are like you have to like meet the criteria and be like have these certain symptoms or be exposed to someone that tested positive. This place is just like, yeah, if you want a test, come get a test. And I was like, I should do that just to know. Honestly, my hope is that I do have it, because then I'm like, I'm good. And all I got was a sore throat.
Goodness.
What do you mean good
That
news?
makes
That's
sense.
good
That makes
news,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
If you find out that
Yeah.
you've been, and then I know, like,
Like,
okay,
cool.
lock
Got
it
it done.
down. I mean, I don't go anywhere anyway, but when I do, I always wear a mask. But At least then I wouldn't have, not that
The
I
uncertainty?
don't,
Sure.
I don't worry that I particularly am going to get sick and, face a harsh, illness. It's not a concern I have. But if you're going to tell me it flat out isn't a concern, I'll take that as good news. Like, oh yeah, you got sick and you didn't even know it, because that's most people.
You're on the down slope of it. Yeah, it's a
they're
good place.
asymptomatic, and you don't want to be running around fucking spreading shit.
No, their problem now is nobody knows if you can get it again.
Yeah,
because it's around for so long. You might be able to double up.
Ooh.
No one wants to do it.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to be that guinea pig. I'm just gonna stay home.
I'm all right. Yeah, exactly. Celebrate 4th of July inside your casa or in your backyard with very close family and friends.
I wonder,
also
are they
not
still
sick.
going to do
Not very close. Don't
fireworks
be
shows
close.
around?
Yeah,
I
well,
bet they
yeah.
will.
Metaphorically.
I heard
especially here in
something-
Texas.
I did hear this was cool.
Mhm.
Somewhere in Austin, I heard this on the radio the other day. I'm not exactly sure where. They're doing a fireworks show, but they're syncing it with the radio station so you can listen to the fireworks in your car.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you can watch them, but hear like all the explosions and
Mhm.
shit. They're going to be broadcasting the firework explosions in sync with the
kinda cool.
visual, so you don't have to get
That's-
out of your car.
Wait, in sync with the visual? Would they not have to
It'd be a
make that
delay,
go?
right?
Yeah, they'd have to undelay it. They'd have to
That's true, Ryan.
broadcast
Sound
the sound
delay.
from the
Yeah.
future.
What do you want me to tell you? I'm just
Ooh.
telling you what the man on the radio said.
Yeah,
Weird.
good point.
The man on the radio is a liar.
I
Yeah.
mean, take that, go down to the station,
There is no firework in Boston, say.
I'm gonna have it out with them. I don't want to, but I'm gonna.
I can imagine Ryan like Karening on
Maybe-
the phone. Like, have you heard of
Here's
sound?
this.
Sir,
Here's this.
sir,
How
Maybe
about
open
this?
your
How are you
How about
tackling the
this?
delay?
speed
Maybe.
of
Maybe they pre-recorded every explosion they're going to do, and then they just have the set schedule and they play the sound
Bullshit.
previously of what that explosion sounded like.
now you're making sense. To be honest, yeah. Now it's coming together.
With like stock explosions?
Not with stock,
They're
with
ready?
very specific explosions.
Oh, okay.
They go, let's set off all the fireworks we're going to set off. We record it. Then you set off the
Mhm.
exact same fireworks and you play
oh.
the audio.
Now you're talking about Foley work. Okay. I see.
Dude, those firework shows are insane. I mean, like, it ain't like a guy just going, I'm lighting this off. It's all like computerized and shit of how it like
Mhm.
shoots off. And it's funny when they fuck it up. Like a guy pushes the button too soon and then you can't. It's like, oops.
Well,
No
not
All
even
the
recovery
fireworks
from
are
it,
going
uh-uh.
off out of order, or like when they all detonate at once, they like some guy screwed up the timer and he's like, it was like, oh shit, it was 1 second, not 1 minute, and then
Mhm.
everything goes off at once. That's wild.
I love those because that's organized firework displays.
Right.
When you have
Yeah,
videos of
people's-
unorganized firework displays, where it's just like, hey, I'm
People's
drunk
backyard
and I have
just
friends over. Let's go in the
popping things
backyard and
off.
blow some shit up. Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck were you thinking? But thanks for uploading this to YouTube, I guess. I appreciate it.
Hang on.
I'm glad that I get to appreciate what you just did.
Yeah.
No one died.
I will
Okay,
not do
okay. Yeah, no shit.
Now, Noble Lance in the chat said his town live streamed their fireworks from Twitch and he could hear them first, then see the explosions.
Oh, that's gonna be a big one coming in. There it is.
Yeah. So if that's
Makes
the
perfect
case, you can
sense.
delay the audio.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Maybe that's the out of sync. If the sound comes first, then it's possible. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
Thinking.
I'm going to leave this in
Processing.
your court. See, what
Someone
you need
needs
is a
to-
Gavin right now. And he'd be like, no, this is it. And you'd be like, no, this is it. I'm not going to question anything. I'm just going to let anyone say
Yeah.
whatever
I'm
they
gonna-
want.
Right.
I half tuned out, but light travels faster than sound.
Correct.
So you'd see it before you'd hear it in reality if you were just standing somewhere. But then if you were or you had it on the radio, if you could record it at the spot where it exploded, not at the spot on the ground, because on the ground it'd have to travel down at the speed of sound. But hypothetically, if you could put a microphone up at the level where it was exploding and transmit it with radio, which moves faster than sound waves, you could hear it faster through a radio than you could hear it through just sound waves traveling.
And that's what the guy on the radio probably said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It holds up in science
It
court.
holds up.
Yeah.
It.
Tell you
You know
that
what?
much.
I ran the numbers. We're good.
This floats.
We're good.
I'm glad we
Someone
could
needs
all
to
we
make
could
that
get
a
that to hang
meme.
together. We got it there.
Ryan thinking about that should be a meme. Like that. All the numbers put together. Yeah. That was beautiful. Am I wrong in saying though, like in general, fireworks as a tradition, I think we can just move on. I don't think we need them.
I've
think-
never really cared. I mean,
Yeah,
some people like
yeah.
them. They look cool, but I'm just like,
Cool
I
is like an
don't-
art form.
I don't need
But,
them.
yeah.
I
Alright.
get it, and they're fun for like kids.
hmm
I don't get like grown people without kids that are like, you gotta do fireworks, man. Especially if you're not lighting them. Like, I kind of get that, right? If you're like shooting off your own fireworks, I can understand. You're like, look, I made it go boom in the sky. But like going to fireworks shows as an adult, I have no interest in that in any way.
See,
I just
definitely
like,
not as
yeah,
an
there it
adult.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. As a kid, that was me growing up. Every 4th of July or other major holiday, you'd go to the park and watch some fireworks. Cool. And it was awesome. But I don't know. I mean, like I saw a laser light display as a kid too, and I think that was infinitely cooler. Put up a giant projection screen, show me some cool lights that are themed around whatever holiday it is we're celebrating, and give me some ice cream. We'll call
like
it a day.
the Epcot Disney show sort of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And it's probably it's just energy, so you're not really blowing anything up. But
Exactly.
there's sometimes, come on, you got to be. Every kid likes to blow something up a little.
Yeah,
bit.
well, I didn't say not.
Yeah,
Let's.
or set things on
hold on.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a good blowing stuff up. I'm a Texan at heart.
I'll set
but-
shit on fire for sure.
Goodness.
That's just the way the world works. Sometimes you got to make a little.
Here's what bothers me about fireworks. Do you get 2 a year to me, right? If you are going to care, even though most places you're not allowed to use them, anybody uses them anyway, nobody cares. You
They
get
claim to care, and
you
then
get-
they let you do it anyway.
you get July, right? Like that's illegal. It's like all those people are setting off fireworks. They go, what do you want us to do about it? You July 4th and you get New Year's Eve, right? Or New Year's, like at New Year's. Okay. What fucking annoys me is people setting off fireworks on July 1st, on July 2nd.
Oh, yeah,
July
to lead
3rd.
up
It's
to
like,
it.
You don't
oh,
want
we
to
get
jump
it.
on the
We
gun.
get
This is
it.
like
You bought
firework,
them.
like weak to people.
We got it. They're like, I got them, and I'm gonna shoot them off now. It's like we get it. Okay, you bought the fireworks. Just wait till July 4th. Okay. Jack,
Hey,
Oh,
The chat was talking about it
king
too.
of
They're
blowing
like,
shit
freaking
up.
freaking Jack. Yeah.
Jack,
Disney, and then I heard fireworks, and I'm like, what
talking
up?
about fireworks. Yeah,
You're talking. That's
Jack
my
sensed
wheelhouse
it.
right there.
Jack.
So I enjoy some fireworks. So
Jack is,
No,
Jack
Jack
is now
is
unmuted.
perfect.
Now
Okay.
we just found out
in
Jack
that
was
moment,
muted.
unmuted.
I guess I
There's
was
two-
muted.
There's,
And
there's two things going on.
amazing.
around
hi
this.
everyone, thanks for having me.
Hello. Can you recap the 5 seconds that we missed, Jack?
Yeah, so I said I
Okay.
heard you guys were talking about blowing stuff up, and then I said I like
think
fireworks.
we heard all that.
and then
Mhm.
but the chat didn't hear it live.
Audience didn't hear it.
No, we
Here
don't
we
care about
go.
them.
And then
Wow,
I said I
Ryan.
like Disney because Disney has fireworks. I
Yeah,
will say
my argument-
the most impressive firework show I've ever seen was at Epcot at New Year's Eve. Holy crap! Those guys they blew up most of what would have been Florida. So
See,
I wonder how much
was
that cost
saying,
them per run.
do you know?
Get rid of
Di-
fireworks. They're outdated.
I want to say
They're
Disney.
pro firework.
Disney is the second largest arms importer in the states because of fireworks or
Really?
explosives ordinance. Like they buy more explosive than anyone other than the U.S. government, like other than for like military purposes.
Yeah, man, I gotta keep
That's
those kids happy.
Crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that is
Keep
true.
that light show going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Only Disney World and Disneyland are allowed to have fireworks from here on.
That's
I said
it.
it. It's done. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
Look, you know what? That's
So,
That's
so
And that includes Disneyland and Disney World properties around
you're
the
in
world. let's be
Disney's
clear.
pocket. That's what.
Use the restroom. Right back.
I feel like fireworks are
oh yeah, okay.
necessary
Lindsay,
now.
yeah,
As long-
Lindsay's a Disney shill. You know, we
Yeah.
get it.
I just want to
Okay.
be a princess.
We should
the new
go
Elsa.
one day.
You guys
Disney?
You guys
Disney
ever been to
something.
Disney?
I have.
haven't.
Yeah, back in the day.
Where did
fun.
you go before?
Ooh, I went to Disneyland right after they opened California Adventure. That was pretty cool. And I also
Did you ride
liked the-
Superstar Limo?
Yes, that one's great, and the Indiana Jones ride is one. Of
Did
my
you
favorites.
Did you actually ride Superstar Limo?
I think that's it. Am I thinking of the right one? No, I'm thinking of Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm sorry, with
Okay.
Aerosmith. I'm with Aerosmith. Yeah. I
Yeah,
apologize.
that's in
No.
Florida. Okay, that's in Florida. Okay,
Yeah, but I
Superstar
have done
Limo.
Disney World too.
Superstar Limo was in California Adventure right after they opened. It was one of the first rides they opened up because they just needed rides. The premise of it was that you were a celebrity. The initial premise was you were a celebrity and you were trying to get to your movie premiere, but you were being chased by paparazzi, and paparazzi would pop up and snap photos of you. Then Princess Diana got killed because of paparazzi chasing her car, and so they had to quickly try to rework it, and so it became the slow moving ride with like these weird mannequin cutouts, like animatronics of like Drew Carey was in there, Tim Allen was in there, Regis Philbin. It's really, really weird. And in probably the shittiest ride they've ever made. It was up for I think 9 months before they took it down, and now it's a Monsters Incorporated ride.
Yeah, no, I definitely did not check
it's
that
fascinating.
one out.
You should just look up Superstar Limo. It's fascinating. The story behind it, but it's much better now. California Adventure had a lot of issues when it first opened up, but now it's actually pretty solid.
I did the Soarin' one where it's like like you're hang gliding over California. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, soaring over California. Then it was soaring over the planet, or just soaring, I think. And they transplanted that from California to Epcot in Florida. And so, yeah, I'm a big movie nerd, or a big Disney nerd. And also, speaking of Disney nerds, Lindsay, are you excited? I figure of all people, maybe Ryan, are you excited that Hamilton's coming to Disney Plus tomorrow?
I have a confession to make, and the internet's going to yell at me about it.
Oh, no, Lindsay.
I still haven't listened to Hamilton at all. I haven't heard any of it because here's what happened. In a very Breaking Bad like manner, people went, Hamilton's amazing, Hamilton's amazing, Hamilton's amazing. And I went, I'm sure it is. I will get to it. And they went, you should watch Hamilton. Have you listened to Hamilton yet? And I went, holy shit, shut up. So now I feel like I'm ready to re-embrace Hamilton. And I'm sure it's amazing. I love musicals.
Now you can watch it.
I can.
The first time. You don't have to just listen to it.
Yeah, I've listened to it, but I've never seen it, so I'm actually excited for it. And then I will say though, if you got Disney Plus to watch Hamilton, or you're excited about Hamilton, either when you're done with it or before you watch it, watch the Imagineering story on Disney Plus. It is incredible. It's an awesome 8-part series on Disney Plus, and it's great. So highly recommend.
What version of so they're making a theatrical version of Hamilton, aren't they?
Well, the version they're releasing tomorrow is in 2016. They brought in cameras and filmed the original cast doing a performance at the theater. So this is
a lot
literally
with Broadway shows.
Yeah, this is literally them just filming the stage show, and then filming it from different angles and cutting it together and making a movie out of it. But this isn't this is literally a stage. This isn't shot like a movie. It's not single camera moving around. This is literally you're watching the performance with the original cast, which is going to be cool. That would be the way you want to see it. I would kill for that for Book of Mormon.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, Jack. There's no way, especially with the waiting list.
At this point, it had to have come out. At this point, someone would have offered them stupid amounts of money to put it out. And it's been touring so long and been on Broadway so long that they have no reason to hold it back. If Josh Gad being as big as he is now, why would you hold that? It would be...
Oh, is he in that?
Yeah, he was the original Cunningham. And so,
dude,
Elder
he's
Cunningham.
blown up over the last couple of years.
He's got a really cool show right now. That's
that Golden Compass show on HBO.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Wait,
he's also at Avenue 5, but he's
talking about a different guy.
You're talking about Lin-Manuel in Golden Compass.
Yes. Yeah, I was wait.
Lin-Manuel's in Golden Compass.
Yeah.
Josh Gad,
he wrote the music for
Olaf.
Moana. Yeah, also true.
He's also got a really interesting YouTube show where he reassembles casts of classic movies. He did one with Back to the Future where he got all the principal characters together and they talked about their experience on the show or the movie.
Reunited Apart is the name of it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Fredo.
I've watched them all. They're great.
Josh,
he just finished with their Ferris Bueller's Day Off with his last episode, and so I think they're done with the series now. But
Josh Gad is from Avenue 5. The guy in Avenue 5. The guy who owns
owns the whole thing. Yeah.
He's also got a show
too far away from Hamilton, though. I will say for anyone in chat, because they're talking about it, look up a bunch of musicals on YouTube. They have a lot of the broadcasts there, and I really enjoy it. I'm a thespian musical theater nerd, and especially I'm a big believer in accessibility for people who can't go see a Broadway or New York recording of a show or even their local touring shows. So please check those out. And my favorite one is Legally Blonde the musical, which I think right now is top for musicals because of Hamilton coming out on Disney Plus, which is very exciting. Anyways, go ahead, as you were saying. Just want to promote the arts and thespians.
Nice.
Yes.
Moulin Rouge hit Broadway too. I want to see that. And then
it looks so good. Okay,
And
so
there was, I've seen clips of it, but also there's a Back to the Future musical that's in Europe right now. Like it's playing the West End, and it's like, or off West End, I guess, whatever they call over there. And I want to see that.
Frady laughing
Actually,
at.
And
Back to the Future musical? Really?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
if you watch Reunited, speaking of the devil, the Reunited Apart they did for Back to the Future, they finished it with the cast of Back to the Future the musical singing "Power of Love," which is really cool. So, are you okay,
Fredo
Fredo?
was
What's wrong
losing
with
it,
you?
and I can only assume that Michael was making
No.
faces while I was talking about how much I love musical theater.
No. It's just people were like tweeting at me like the latest animated came out, the one where I told my story about skydiving and how Jackie wanted to surprise me with that, and I said hell no.
Yeah,
And they're
that's
like, Fredo, Jackie's in the animated, and it's just here. I put the picture in Discord. Pissed off Jackie animated is my new favorite thing.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I gotta see this now.
It's just it translates from real life to animated.
That's
No,
also
so, wow.
the face Jackie makes whenever you guys play board games or cards together.
Oh yeah.
Well, she looks at you.
Sorry, it's just funny seeing her animated pissed off.
Oh shit.
Perfect.
Okay, hey, guys. You know how I shit on our governor all the time because our governor's
Yeah.
trash.
All right,
I'll give him props. He did something good just now. He just issued an executive order requiring all Texans to wear a face covering over the nose and mouth in public spaces in counties with 20 or more positive COVID cases.
Oh well, hey,
So-
you feed your kids 2 months later, you're a good parent, right?
Yeah, exactly. So hey,
God.
he did something right. It only took him 4 months to do it, and
There's been a really dramatic reversal amongst the Republican Party about mask usage
yeah,
of late.
Because
Trump's
science.
a big mask supporter now. I don't know if you caught that. Trump, he's all about those masks now.
He thinks the black ones look the coolest.
He did say that. He had a really nice black one that he wore. He thought it looked good.
Jesus. Anyway,
Health risks aside, I just feel like we should just wear masks forever. Like I don't want to look
They're
at
just
people's
cool.
faces.
there was something like
no.
I think it was Japan, I think, or maybe Tokyo. Apparently, I think it was Tokyo, where it was like 97% of people had mask compliance just because they already do it anyway. I mean, it's shitty because they have bad pollution over there and stuff, but still, that COVID didn't spread there because everyone was already used to masks, and it hit, did a little bit of damage, and then was pretty much gone very quickly because it was like, oh yeah, people are just used to wearing masks, and hey, masks work. What do you know? So yeah.
What do you know?
I mean,
and
clearly nothing.
you know, as much as I hate to agree with the sentiment that was mentioned earlier, they do look pretty cool.
You hate to
Friggin'
agree
ninja.
with that?
I mean, I hate to agree with the person who you mentioned saying
Oh,
yes.
okay,
I
that's
do.
fair. Okay.
Ryan.
Well, that's because you're a hater.
True.
I just want to be a ninja.
You're
That's
just
all.
drinking that haterade.
Do some breath of
Love
The only
it.
hard thing
Yeah,
about
man.
masks is that if you have allergies, then you're just like sneezing in it, and it's just gross.
I'll
But
tell you what's the
What
worst.
can you do?
I drink a lot of
Everyone
rain.
freaks out around you.
Yeah, I drink rain in the morning to try and like not drink coffee, but get my caffeine fix. And it also has aminos.
Uh-huh.
So post workout, it's kind of a nice recovery, and during workout is a nice boost. But if I'm wearing a mask, like I'll be out and about, and I'll just be drinking one, doing my stuff, running a few errands, and I'll burp after taking a swig, putting on the mask like that. It literally just goes up into your eyes. There's nowhere else for it to go. So all it is just like Red Bull burp in your corneas. You're like,
Oh, why did that get worse when you made it a cornea?
Well, there's the
Yeah.
title of your episode,
Exactly.
Michael. Red Bull burp in your corneas.
It always gets worse. Lindsay only escalates. She doesn't
True.
de-escalate. It's not something that she
don't.
does.
yeah, I'm pretty bad about de-escalation situations.
I think I have all of the Rooster Teeth masks now too. I got the Jeff Popsick one yesterday, so I'm pretty psyched about that. I think I have all because there's technical difficulties. Jeff's Popsick, and then work from home or be nice and work from home or work hard. I don't know, whatever that one was.
It
There's
just
a fourth
says
one. What was the
it just
fourth one?
says work hard.
And there was
I
a
don't
fourth
know.
one too.
I don't know,
I
Jack,
forget what it
you
was,
have
but
it.
I'm pretty sure I have all four of them now. I keep ordering stuff. I need to stop. I have too many
With the
shirts.
delay in the chat too, I'm watching someone type in all caps. They went, "Oh my god, the burps in a mask are the worst. I know exactly what she's about to say."
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Man.
Even better when it steams up to whatever your sunglasses. You burp and it goes.
Yep.
You got to make sure you pinch the nose.
Not all of them you can pinch the nose though.
And you got to get ones that you can pinch the
Yeah,
nose.
you really do. Those are the
Those are the best
more safe ones for sure.
Well,
Then it
Yeah.
doesn't fog your glasses.
Michael, you still
Not
wearing
that
glasses?
I have to wear them anymore.
I was going to say.
No, these are my Felix Gray.
Oh.
They're to protect from the harmful blue light, Jack.
Well, that's freaking nice. Yeah, that's the one crappy thing about masks for me is like, just if I don't have it just right, the air will escape and get into my lenses and just fog it up. And it's like, well, all right. And I found too that the mask I have, I need wide ones that go like way up above my nose and way under my chin. Otherwise, they'll slip one direction or the other. So it's all about
Do you
finding.
tuck your,
the right
your
one.
beard in?
No,
Do you go over
no.
beard?
Well,
Oh, over
I
beard.
go like the one I have goes like right under my chin. And I need to get one bigger that comes back like underneath my chin because it goes like here-ish. And so it's like you see a mask over my face and this beard poking out the bottom. It looks pretty strange.
Awesome.
So
I guess.
well.
Yeah, Ryan's beard short. Yeah, you.
No, it tucks
You
in there
tuck it
just
in,
fine.
yeah.
There's no
Dude.
problem.
Has
No.
anybody seen a picture of Gavin lately? It's getting out of hand.
It's
He's
wildly
very-
out of hand.
he's a
It's-
mountain man.
Was he posted a picture? He was kind of like looking down, so his like hair is like kind of all falling down.
It's
It's like,
crazy.
whoa, mountain man.
Yeah, he looked down at a certain angle because if he keeps looking down, you'll see his bald spot. So he's got to make sure he hides that part. We were just talking about
your
that the
bald
other
spot are
day.
beautiful.
I don't remember where we were, but we're talking about when Fiona mentioned it when she walked
Oh,
in the
yeah.
office. She just walked in and was like, "Yo, you're going bald," because his head faces
Like,
the door. And he
damn.
was like, what?
Oh,
You gotta
she was-
ease
or
into
she
that
said something.
conversation.
She was like, "Is that a bald spot?" Like that was like the conversation
That's
starter.
it was more like your first version than like your second version. It was definitely more just like, look at that bald spot kind of thing.
It's everywhere else though.
It was-
he can come over. He's got so much.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
entire head, dude.
Well,
You
Ryan
can
has
hide
children.
that for years to come.
It felt very much like a child, like a moment with a child when they just come in and say whatever the hell's on their mind. You're like, okay, let's work on that filter, kid.
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
bless you, Fiona. I'm glad you didn't have that filter. It's good. Ryan,
Oh man.
without getting too sad,
Oh boy.
what is the most harsh thing your children have said to you as of recent, or I guess up until this point?
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have they ever
ahead.
said I don't love you?
No,
We haven't hit
I've
that
never
yet.
I've never gotten hit with a harsh "I don't love you." Usually, it's the "Daddy's got a big belly" is the.
Oh, yeah.
That's some
Oh, I
Peppa
get that all
Pig.
the
Yeah, that's
time.
some Peppa
Which-
Pig right there. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not in like incredible shape, but I'm like, kid, you don't know the half of it. You think I got a big belly?
Yeah.
Like, wait until your future you run into other folks. I at least I put down this 12th cookie. Not the 11th though.
Yeah, that one you finished. You gave it a proper burial.
Yeah. You know what, Ryan? I say eat the full dozen. You go. You pick up the last cookie. Make it even.
I made cookies yesterday, and I'm almost out of them.
Nice.
Well, you made them. You're gonna eat them.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, you can
High
make some
five.
more.
The kids help.
You know how.
Iris says that too, but it's also easy in comparison because she's like, I'm little, I have a little belly, so everything's big.
Mhm.
She's not like, yo, you're fucking fat, dude. Look at your big belly. She'll just be like, Daddy has big belly. I have
Yeah.
little
Mhm.
belly.
I'm like, yeah.
And then she'll like eat something and go, I get big belly too. Like, yeah, if you keep eating. She's very descriptive sometimes when she'll talk about eating something. She'll be like, I had my chicken and I ate it and now it's in my belly and I get big belly. I'm like, "Mhm, that's what
I'm really
happens."
going through some of the process. Though.
Uh-huh.
Wait, was that
Walk me
Lindsay who
through the
said
whole
that,
step.
or was
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
your okay?
Yeah. No, I said, yeah.
I was pretty clear.
I gave him a belly pat as I did it.
Oh man.
I think I
Anyway.
talked about
But
it.
yeah,
on
no.
topic
Other than that,
before.
they've been pretty good. No major, heart wrenching, like soul crushing commentary on my abilities as a human or a father. That's for later. When they're teenagers, I'm sure it'll come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're just collecting data right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to figure out where to strike.
Right. They're building the blueprints of the Death
analyzing.
Star. Like,
Mhm.
it's
Putting out
this
the
part
feelers.
right here, this hole. This is where we shoot the missiles.
Right in his heart. Man. Anyway, who else has been making puzzles during quarantine?
No.
Mm-mm.
No one?
I mended 3 pairs of pants, Jack.
You did. You went
Just
on a
like-
mend
right
a
now.
mend spree.
Just myself
did.
and Jeff, I guess.
You did 3 pairs of pants. You also restitched a couple of cat ears onto some hats.
Did. Yeah, our kids lost their kitty ears on their hats, so I had to fix those.
Okay, so the ears were there already. You didn't just find a hat
Yes.
and put ears on it.
No,
Okay.
they were there and they were ripped off by
Okay.
children, and then they were reattached surgically.
Yeah.
That's good.
My mom taught me how to sew, and I know how. And it's definitely like dyeing my hair and sewing is what I've been doing in quarantine. I can't bake because I'll eat everything like Ryan over here. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Unapologetically.
Yeah, I am. I gave you a high five earlier.
That's right.
Now, have the kids started asking you guys about pets or anything yet? My nephews want a dog bad.
No.
I feel like Lindsay's been asking for pets for longer than the kids
Yeah.
ever
If anything,
have.
I'm like, oh, they don't
Yeah.
care. Can we have a cat?
Sounds, that's the way it sounds.
No, they don't care. They're fine.
Our nanny
don't
has a
care
dog
yet.
too, so they kind of like have a pet. It's all the
They
pet
get-
without the responsibility.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
See,
Lindsay's
that's what I think
parents
about
have
my
cats,
nephews. It's
so-
all the
Oh.
kid without the responsibility. It's
There
great.
you go. There you
I
go.
show up with Round Rock Donuts, feed it to them, get them all hyper, and leave. It's awesome.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah, you're
So
that kind
good.
of uncle. God.
So good. I'm
That
the fun
reminds
uncle.
me. It's my nephew's birthday today, which means it's Barbara's birthday.
Oh
It is, yeah.
Happy birthday, Barbara.
Oh.
It's all over social media.
Didn't look, but I was just
Yeah,
like, you
find it.
started talking about your nephew, and I was like, oh, it's my nephew's birthday.
Nice. It's Achievement Hunter birthday in
I
a
think
few
she's
weeks
35.
too. Wow.
Well,
Doesn't
why'd
look
you make
so-
a face, Lindsay?
That's so old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't,
not-
doesn't look a day over 25.
Not true. I exaggerated.
It's like
I was like, that sounds exaggerated.
incorrect.
I have no
That's
idea
not
how old
real.
Barbara is.
Hmm.
I just turned 18, by the way.
Mhm.
Sure, I look now.
Mhm.
That makes explaining your 3-year-old child really awkward.
Yeah, very true. Very true,
Sure.
right?
It's not mine.
Someone
Oh, looks-
recently was like, "Oh wow, you look really good, like from quarantine. Like you've been taking care of yourself." I'm like, "Well, I guess yeah. I've been trying to like work out and work on my regimen, but everything else is just lighting and makeup and covering how tired
Yeah.
I am." So
I think Fiona might be in chat right now. I'm not sure. I'm
Fiona?
seeing people respond to her. Yeah, there she is. She says, "Mikey, what's going on with the hair?"
It's on my head.
There you go.
straight. Michael was very insulted earlier because I said he looked like Austin Powers, which I thought was
Yeah.
a compliment.
What I
but
said was, because I was wearing the glasses too, she's like, oh, you look like Austin Powers. And I was like, oh,
I
harsh.
think it wasn't.
And she
I
goes,
played all the
I don't think
time.
that
She goes- and
is.
she
How is
goes-
that a compliment?
she goes,
Not a
oh, he's like
compliment.
really
Mhm.
sexy. And I go,
He's
he's
charming.
fucking ugly. He's ugly as shit.
Like, wow, you look just like John Malkovich.
The
He only was
joke is
famous.
that he's so
Right.
repulsive but
Right.
gets laid anyway.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
Lindsay didn't get that, I don't think.
But the point is, he still gets laid.
That's not
He
the
does.
point at all.
He does.
It's
You know-
not the point in any way, shape,
Yeah,
or
that
form.
is, no, there's terrible people that get
Oh
laid.
boy, yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
not
That is
wrong,
true,
yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
Austin Powers, I would argue, although he is fictional, is
Fiona says,
not as
"Why-"
horrible as the men you're speaking about. I guess.
Fiona says, "Why does he look like a 10-year-old child?"
Yeah.
Well, I don't think the hair really has anything to do with that.
I think
to be
maybe your
honest.
webcam's
Well,
low,
'cause
so you
he's
look
also,
smaller
like-
too.
Yeah, and he's also like clean shaved too.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
There you go.
I cannot unsee.
Hey there, little guy. God.
Can you get a sippy straw in there?
Oh, the two hands.
Oh, this.
I was done with it.
Oh no! Don't.
Another.
It's gonna go into the computer with Big Mac coin.
No, that's down. I threw it this way.
It's a delicate
Oh.
balance.
All right.
In the way that you said that me pretending to
mess.
be Sarah Weems killed your sex drive in our marriage, you just killed any sex drive that I have for you, Michael Jones.
I don't know what.
Wow.
I'm pretending to be a child.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
What?
We talked about that on Off
Sex
Topic too,
drive,
that that's never
flying
actually going to
left and
happen or come
right.
out. The swap that I did with Sarah.
Is it not? Why not?
There's
because
not
they
a lot
didn't
to
film it in a
So,
way
I mean-
that it
Yeah.
can be made into a
Now-
video.
It's the
Lindsay
perfect time to
Lindsay-
just shovel garbage out there. Like people
Yeah,
just want to
but
see
the-
our
but the
house.
garbage doesn't
Calling
exist.
garbage.
Lindsay and Sarah came up with a
Fucked up.
genius plan to do a bit that no one filmed, and then
We-
are wondering where the video is.
We filmed it, but the audio quality for what we filmed, we didn't realize wouldn't pick up as much as we needed to. So it's I mean, we could like
Subtitle
ADR it
it.
and tell you what happened. Yeah, sure. Mime it out. Who knows?
It was a strong concept that just fell apart in some of the details.
Yeah.
I just
okay.
was excited to bond with Sarah, and I feel like I know her so much more now.
Now that
What-
you've been her.
Was it Michael or who was it that I looked
In
at?
her
Like
clothes.
when
Dana.
you came
Yeah,
in,
it was me.
You came in and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, it's like,
Because I was
Yeah, it
standing
was
on your
weird.
side of the room, and she
That's
came in
right.
and sat down at Gavin's desk, and she walked out, and it was like my spidey sense was tingling. Something was wrong. And I looked at you, and you looked at me, and you were like, "Who was that?" Or like, "Was that Sarah?"
Yeah.
And I went, "I don't know," because it should have been.
yeah.
But like, and it's funny because I was thinking
should
that to
have been. What an
myself,
answer.
and no
It
one
should
said
have
anything.
been.
And in my head, I thought, "Is there someone new here today? Like, is there
Yeah.
like an intern in the other room
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
that they didn't tell
It
us
was
about?"
weird.
But no one said anything. And then you went, "Who was that?" And it was very odd.
I just tried to keep my mouth shut because I knew everything that was going on by accident.
Well, you did, but then you weren't even there the day of execution. So I went,
Yeah, I
okay,
was.
Ryan's-
I was in the room.
Yeah, he was.
What?
When that thing
No.
they're describing went down, I was
If
sitting
you were,
there.
then I totally didn't even recognize. Like, you
I
were
mean,
not
Ryan
registered.
saw
I was
you
too
the
busy
day
focusing
it
on everything
happened.
else.
That's how he knew. That wasn't two
didn't.
separate
Well-
days.
No, it was the day before.
No,
it was the day before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked. She was doing like
Okay, I
a
thought it
dry
was that
run
morning.
in
Yeah.
the stream
A
room.
dry run.
I was. Literally, I sat with Sarah and
Rehearsals.
we did theater exercises where I just pretended to like replicate her facial expressions and the way that like her speech patterns and anything else, and it was just bizarre. Like
But you
Ryan
didn't
walked
say
in
a
on
word.
like freak
because you don't
stuff.
sound like
You
Sarah.
just walked in and
any
sat
way.
down and left. You didn't say anything.
And,
Yeah, well,
and
that's
she
the
was just
conclusion we
staring at the
went to,
ground. She was just
is
looking at the
when-
ground so you
Yeah.
couldn't see her
Yeah.
face.
If you're doing an impersonation of someone where you have to become that person in like a physical presence, you don't want to talk as much as you normally would because that gives you away. The more you talk, the more people are going to catch on to the fact that you're not that person, unless you have an amazing impression of them,
But-
which I don't.
But,
But Sarah talks all the goddamn time.
you
So,
made the mistake
yeah.
of choosing Sarah. So that
I know.
gave you away even more. When like Sarah did not just come in here and not say anything. There's
yeah,
no way.
yeah. That was the biggest tell.
Yeah, the only thing I could bank on, which kind of worked, but not really, was pretending like Sarah was just so busy and so pissed off at something that she did not have time to talk to everybody. And
Which
it
it happens. It
kind of
happens.
worked with
be.
Jeremy, but not
Yeah,
really.
That's not unreasonable.
Well, unlikely.
Yeah.
It's hard to get her that mad at us because honestly, that woman is incredibly good at dealing with our assholery.
She's resilient is
Yeah.
how I would describe her. Yeah.
That she
has to
deserves
be.
like a medal for putting
Yeah.
up with us
I'll-
and not just putting up with us, but putting up with us. And I hope she never hears about me saying this, but putting up with us and still being just as happy and chipper and resilient day after day. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a thankless job and she does it very well. And I would never say that to her face.
Right.
Because that would make her that would
Michael
make it a
Scott.
thank job.
Right. It would be like a thankful job. She also has an uncanny ability to add S at the end of games.
Dead by Daylights.
We recorded
What was it
deadlines the other
today?
day.
Deadlines.
Deadlines. She kept saying deadlines when we
No,
did
there was
GTA.
something today where we were just like, come on.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
know.
I don't remember what
There
it
was
was.
something. I just forgot.
There's so many, but that's not what we're talking about here. That's fine. She'll have another one on Monday. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to hold on to them.
hmm
They just
it's-
keep coming.
Yeah. Anyway. You guys got any big July 4th plans?
No.
No, we were actually talking
Stay
about that before
home,
you got
stay
here.
safe.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck inside.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
go pick
why
up
I
some
was kind of
steaks, and that's about
like
it.
a lot of times you can watch those fireworks shows from in your car. So I would be surprised if all of the fireworks shows didn't happen. But
No. Is anyone
They
going to go see
shouldn't.
Vanilla Ice tomorrow night?
Nope.
no.
And pay
I wonder if
me.
they got
not.
canceled now, actually, because I think the local ordinances can like change stuff, so they can reduce like capacities and things. I wonder if the Vanilla Ice show got canceled.
I don't
Gears
know that
Tacticals,
reducing
Larry's
reducing
pointing
the capacity would not have probably stopped that show.
Well, I mean, you don't think 10 people would have been there anyway? I'm like, as long as it's less than 10 people, you're fine. So
Harsh.
Someone in chat said the way that Ryan describes Sarah is like the way someone would describe a parent. I'm like, well, you know.
kind of
In a way,
sorta,
you're not
yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, it makes sense.
wrangles
out,
the
Sarah.
cats that are
That
achievement
holds
hunter.
together.
It's kind of odd. It's like a parent. It's almost like in that weird situation where you have like an aunt or an uncle, but you're older than them.
Yeah,
hmm
It's
Yeah.
like this is
yeah,
this is my
that happens.
younger.
it's a good way to
aunt
put it.
That's
Oh, he canceled it earlier today. The show's canceled.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh,
VI fans.
No.
Was it like VI? Is that what it was? It was like, was it the Shocker or was
That's
it
the Shocker. That's
no,
the,
no.
that's
This is the Shocker.
Spocker.
Ring
Teaser, pleaser,
finger.
shocker,
Or shocker.
spocker, showstopper, lady dropper. Come on, man. Know your hand signs.
Lady dropper.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Ryan was looking at his hand like it was a mystic thing.
Ryan was screaming, "What are you?"
Ladies.
I'm trying to do the math on this one. Hold on.
I learned a lot in college. Okay, next subject.
Oh God,
Well, we
Sarah's
should
in
probably
chat.
get out of here.
Yeah, we
Next
should get out of
subject.
here.
Yeah.
We got places to be. You got
Not-
effing
not-
around with Iffy and
I
Fiona
gotta-
coming up next.
I got to work on my Animal Crossing island. It's doing good.
yeah.
Max got his switch. He's
Oh,
crossing.
yeah.
He's
You swimming
crisscrossing.
yet? Is that DLC out?
Tomorrow is swimming.
Oh, splashy,
Yeah.
splashy.
There
I
you
might
go.
have
Also
a
got,
beach episode next week, by the way, Jack. If you want to come have a
beach
beach
episode?
party, for the stream, Animal Crossing.
Possibly,
Just saying.
possibly.
We also got Doom Talkers coming up later today.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, damn!
Coming
Yeah,
up
you
at
do. That's at
6.
6:30.
Hardcore Mini
6:30.
Golf episode 4 came out yesterday too.
Jack, I already said it, man. I covered it.
It was a good episode. We watched it last night. It was actually a really, really good episode.
Not like the
So-
first 3. They were crap.
They were all trash. They were trash. So
All right. Well, we're gonna take off. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a safe. This is like people say have a safe 4th of July, and that usually means like don't blow your hands off. Now it's like super safe. Like don't-
Seriously, yeah.
don't be breathing on
Really
people.
stay in
and
your
shit,
bunker.
Yeah.
You know, stay in your bunker. Drink your water with 2 hands, and
That way it doesn't
You
get
know?
on your shirt. It's okay.
doesn't get on your tie.
And find out what
Yeah.
kind of bender you are, really.
Yeah, take the quiz.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
You never
important.
know.
All right, watch effing around and sign up to the website and RGTV and stuff. Bye.
Bye.
Stop, Jack.
Me.
Please.
Thank you.